everybody. And we bring, and our ancestors brought the music to the Caribbean, right? Up until now, and more of it is coming. So I want to say this, that I want to make this space available for the African music and the gospel part of it. We'll mix it up, but I always love the African, Afrocentric music that we play, that is out there, that we don't really get to appreciate as we should, So that being said, I just want to let the audience or viewers know that we're not just going to do Grenadian music, we're going to do African music as well, because you don't really look at those both music, they kind of intertwine with each other. You can tell this is from Africa, you can tell it from the Caribbean. It's our music, Black music, yeah? Our Afrocentric music. And I think we got to start bringing lots of it and encourage our people to listen to it,
Yes.
We can leave Africa out of our music. It's part of who we are. I must incorporate that. So, my brother, I know that I'm grabbing you from whatever you're doing this hour of the night to be here on this show to really talk about what you're doing and what the organization is doing on a whole. Many people may not know, and probably if they are not fully aware, are probably not giving much attention to all the Facebook bombardment of events coming up around this time. Even after event is happening, and being a member of the GIPC as well, I'm there. I'm kind of have observer status, and officially promote the PRO, promoting the event, and doing as much as I can to let the people know what is going on around the country. And in terms of, especially in Toronto, what is being done when it comes to the upcoming 50th anniversary of our independence. Although some may deem to say, well, what is to celebrate? We have not really celebrated anything that can happen since after 1983, 40 years of nothingness, to really put a mark on to say, well, we did this or that. That's the argument. There's nothing really significant has been done until now. This government is making some headway. But despite that, there's no real big landmark in Grenada after 50 years, really, apart from International Airport that we have after independence. And that has been a long time dream of the Grenadian people, not just the PRG, but way back before the PRG, the Eric Matthew Gary and the Blairs had all envisioned having an international airport. The question is, someone said to me yesterday, we like to talk with no action, Those talk. They put action behind the talk, NIS, which is a marvelous money-making machine for the Ghanaian people. Lots of money, trillions of dollars is flowing through this small entity. So these two big things, excuse me, and then you had 44 state enterprises that was established during the PRG 4.5 years, and which include 4 banks, the national banks, and the claiming of the cable and wireless as part of the. I mean, if you can control the main communication system in your country, you're out of luck.
Yes.
to capture and make that their own. Yes, that become a government entity, and they move on to having a big and better transmitting station to could transmit to whole of Eastern Europe. I think that's one of the only Caribbean country was able to do that in that period. So we could look back at that and say that's some achievement of independence. But thereafter, the collapse, there's nothing seriously happened thereafter. I think people try to measure what other government is doing to what the PRG did in 4.5 years. The younger people, the oldest person in the leadership at that time was 80 or 39. So 40 years under that, Maurice was 33 into power. He was 21 and 22 years old, and myself around that time was in my teens, being part of the process. Many other people could attribute to that, but what really happened? But now we are here, and we're talking about what happened for the 50th anniversary in Canada. And you're part of the planning committee of the GIPC, and also the Grenada Association. So let us have a discussion. You talk to us and the people in Toronto and Ontario, as a matter of fact, that will be interested in coming down to Toronto to participate in the event this year. So, Mr. Joseph, you could go ahead and don't feel to just limit yourself to GIPC because there's a lot of hard to wait. So when people want information and know who to come to and where they could find you. All right. So the floor is yours, my brother.
All right. Thank you, John. Thank you once again for affording us your platform. I just say you have observatory status, but I think you have more than observatory status. You help promote every event that we have in the community. So that is very grateful to be here. So I'll speak first on the GIPC, as indicated that I wear a couple of hats in the community. One of the hats I wear is to lead the GIPC this year in our 50th anniversary of independence celebrations. So I just give you briefly a few events that we have planned. So we have the Thanksgiving service, February 4th at 3 p.m. From there, we have the flag raising ceremony at City Hall on February 7th at 12 p.m. And we encourage everyone to come down to City Hall. A matter of fact, Grenada always has the biggest semblance of flag raising in the Caribbean islands at City Hall. St. Vincent had about 50 people this year. Ours is in the heart of winter, but we seem to attract over 300 people at the flag raising ceremony. A matter of fact, City Hall does have to make special accommodation for us. I'm grateful to City Hall for accommodating us every year. Because although it's cold outside, we bring the spice. We are proud people.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Yes.
Help with the weather, you know?
With the weather, drink some cocoa tea before we go.
Yes.
Right. And then on February 10th, we have the Independence Gala. That is headed by the Grenada Association Toronto, which I'm the president of. Then we move to Showcase Grenada, February 18th. This is where we showcase Grenada with spices, culture, art, and all there is to know about Grenada. So we encourage everyone to come out. But this year, as the Prime Minister indicated, is a year-long celebration. So we're moving a little bit deeper and broadening. So one of the things that we'll be doing, and we'll be keeping the public abreast, it's having Grenada Expo in Toronto, where we will really dive into the different arts, craft, the cultural part of it, carnival aspect, the vehicle, the shortening, different aspect of culture or culinary food. Our dishes where we're showcasing our oil down or sweet table, coconut drops, the whole different or the whole bang. So we encourage people to come out to that also. And then we have the Grenada Day, August 24th.
Right.
All that is part of it.
Okay. So let me say, so on the commencing on the, like one of the biggest thing, all the big beginnings of real celebration, the 7th of the flag raising, right? So persons come to that, they could just take the bus down or down to City Hall and be part of the process of the flag. What other event apart from the flag raising? Anything is happening on that day, the 7th?
Also, after the flag raising, we normally go back to the consulate and the boardroom, and we have our little festivities there, eat, drink. Okay. We're also looking at lighting of a significant monument in Canada, one of the previous 7 wonders of the world. We are looking to get our flag on Niagara Falls.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah,
so
that's had this year too, right?
St. Vincent had this.
Yes.
There's Antigua, because we all work together. One region. We don't look at it, so we support.
Talking about that, I noticed that I know that you work closely with the St. Vincent Association in terms of planning disaster preparedness and stuff like that. How significant is that work between you and that organization, your organization and the St. Vincent? Because I know for the hurricane, the last disaster they had with the volcano eruption, you was really part and parcel of the organizing of sending that stuff to St. Vincent. How is this organization and you being involved with them meshing together? How is that organization going?
That's going very well. Recently, well, how it started, after we had a hurricane in Grenada, wasn't in Grenada, it was Cuba, Irene, and another hurricane. We see the significance in Grenada to say, let's be proactive.
Mm-hmm.
So Grenada's launched a program we call disaster preparedness. How can we encapsulate that?
Mm-hmm.
And after we launched 5 years, we never helped or sent anything to Grenada. We always sending things to Cuba, because Cuba, Dominica, that hurricane devastated Dominica, Antigua, and Barbuda.
Right.
So I went to St. Vincent and Barbados, Jamaica, and said, listen, we cannot do everything in isolation. We are small, we go to the same company. Let us form one organization body to oversee the whole thing. A number of countries came on board and a lot didn't come on. So St. Vincent came on and we formed something what we call CADIRA, Canadian Caribbean Disaster Relief Action.
Right.
And currently I'm the president of that entity. I met with the OECS, CDEMA, and Emergency Canada is always also a part of us.
Okay.
So when the volcano came in, we had an educational forum, and we sit and we design logistics. How can we get the materials from Canada or the US to St. Vincent? So that's where it play a bigger part, that we shipped to Grenada, and from Grenada it was used boat, because by then we didn't have the planes going in and everything. So that's one of the significant importance that we're working with.
Okay. I want to shift back to the event coming up for Grenada 50th anniversary. You mentioned the showcasing. How can persons get there? Who want to vend, the vendors, who and what the cost, if there's a cost attached to that, and where would it be, the venue, and how person get tickets? They need to get tickets to the event. They can just walk in the door. How is it done? How is it done?
Okay, they could call. One of the ways to get it, they could call information Grenada consulate. You could contact the local consulate. You could contact myself as a head. My number is 416-856-3663. And yourself, John, you know everybody. I think most everybody could find you.
Yeah, so, most definitely. 437-980-7467. That's my number. They can call me and probably redirect them. Those the traffic officer, no? Go this way. Go this way. I could direct traffic.
Logistics coordinator.
Yeah. Who to talk to? Who the right person to talk to get information. Yeah. So on that day, and the showcasing, would there be a cultural aspect to the event?
Yes. So what we're looking at, the culture, we're looking to bring in Carriacou into the big drum dancing. I know Anastasia do a piece on Facebook and stuff like that. She's going to be performing the maypole, the big drum dancing. We also have a kids program. So if you have the kids, bring them in too. They're going to have a special program within, not just to the side. We incorporate them in the main part of our showcase to ensure continuity with our tradition here. Because if we don't include the kids, eventually we're not immortals, right? We should have. And for that, we keep it low. The admission, we charge adults $5, and kids under 12 and 15, 18 and under to 12, I think it is. It's $2.
Right.
And on that 12, it's free.
Oh, no, 12 is free. Very free.
Yeah.
So the event that showcasing event will show different foods, different craft and everything, book. There's also a literary evening.
Yes.
Now, tell us a little bit about the literary event. What would that entails?
So the literary, we're looking for authors. We have a few authors, but you don't centerpiece around Grenadians, just Grenada. We incorporate authors from any part of the globe that you want to come in and do literature. But of course, our main focus will be on Grenada literature, books by different authors. We'll have authors, readers come in, reading poems and different things like that.
Right.
So we encourage it. Yeah.
It's in encouragement. Can someone who not living in Toronto but has a book? There are other different books. For example, we have a brother in St. Mark, St. Mark, Golf, Coach Naka Philip. Yeah.
Yes.
So person
Naka
like
Joseph,
Joseph, not Philip. Yeah. Joseph, sorry, excuse me. Sorry, Coach, if you're hearing this. Naka Joseph. So persons like him who have a different spin and a unique book on the
energy of Guelph.
Energy of Guelph, yes.
Yeah, you also write Peter Ponga.
Yes.
Story.
So I would, person like him could probably be showcased on the literary night as well. I know if you guys have contact with him or not.
Yeah, well, Naka and I are family.
Okay.
And I was only informed that my last trip to Grenada. I was looking for a book from him.
Oh, it's a good reason to bring him in on the show.
Yeah. But we've been promoting Coach's book over a couple of years now.
Okay.
We've been showcasing it. I know Wayne Joseph always, and Naka always in, because they was in basketball association together.
Yes.
So we promote, and we're looking to bring a virtual aspect where we could ask him to put that, do it virtually, introduce himself. And so that is something we're looking for the venue could accommodate. So, so even if you're not in Toronto, we trying to make it so that you could still participate via Zoom platform or something.
Okay.
To encapsulate it.
I also know that we have our new Council General and there is meeting. Can anybody who interested could join the GIPC at this stage who want to make a contribution? Young people, I know there's a lot of stuff, but there's not enough young people in the organization. Is there an open door policy or people could just say, call the Council General or call some member of the GIPC and say, look, I want to be part of this year's celebration. I want to make a contribution. Can someone call in and say, look, I want to be part of this?
Yes, you're always welcome to join. I think sometimes, John, if you're a supervisor in a company, sometimes the supervisor act as the owner or become territorial. We see sometimes you have leaders in the Caribbean or leaders in a world give trouble to go.
Yes, they want to leave. You're checking out, but they're not leaving. We can't have a Hotel California mindset. I'm going to check, but I'm not going to leave. You know what I mean? And that's a problem sometimes.
That's a problem.
New people come on board. Who do you think? Happen a lot of places. It's you remind me of a Bible story, the prodigal son, right? The big little brother take his stuff and he go and he ride us and leave all his life and then he come back. My brother say, how come I'm here all this year? Throw a party for me. This guy going lavish all over the place and now you give him all the goodies. What's about me? I'm working hard. I've never left. All that I have here is yours, son. Everything. You don't understand your positioning. You know what I mean? Don't be by the person that go and come back. And I think all the time we can have try to be shelter in our own self when we're not falling.
Yes.
Yeah. So
because we encourage, I encourage young people to come in. And they don't really necessarily have to be Grenadian. I think sometimes we miss the fact of or who we consider to be Grenadian. Because John, I tell you something. If you're not born in Grenada sometime and you is a second generation here, the Grenadians give you a hard time to get in.
Right.
But sometimes these young people knows it is not the fact of born on the soil. We are Grenadians no matter where you are.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yes.
You know, and all should be welcome into the fold.
Yeah.
Bring unique peace.
I agree that 100%. I think sometimes we have to make people feel part of us. Yes?
Yes.
The whole idea and the notion of territorialism, plays about a key role in stifling organizations like that, and even within organization, people become so tactical oriented, that they don't want to release themselves from it. And if there's a challenge that somebody decide to say, okay, I will go up against you on this, I think there is a change and there's a change for leadership. People become very territorial and very aggressive towards the person who come in. And we see it happen a lot of times in different organizations. Yes? Nobody want to lose power because power sometimes becomes a pox. And yeah, and because of the puck, some people want to lose the puck, so they move on from that post. There's no much attention given, and one of the biggest pucks is attention. And people feel somewhere or the other. You know what? If I'm not the one get that attention, I have learned many years ago, that you don't have to be the president of an organization to get the attention.
No.
Yeah, you have to be a good contributor. Yeah, someone who. The captain is always there to steer the ship, but the people in the engine room that keep the ship going. You understand? The engine room is the key.
It's the key.
Yeah.
I give you a story just recently with the GIPC. We had a few young ladies that joined the GIPC, and they came with some unique ideas, how to do our culture, and they met with some resistance. And we lost them, which was unfortunate, because we have some older heads in there, and myself. We cannot do this forever. When you have the same ideas, to become stagnant as a society, each generation blame the previous generation, but we doesn't want to go to let the other generation come in.
If there's no young poets, you're not being an old one,
There would be no old one.
Because the young that create become the old,
Yes.
You have to, and sometimes we miss that because we be going to that direction. Whether like that or not, you're not young forever. Life is not a straight line, it's a circle. Yes.
It's a circle. Yes.
So at the end of the day, you was young here, but over the next end, the young person will meet you over there, old. Yeah. So if you look lay the foundation for the young now, when they meet up with us at the old age, they don't bother us because we turn them and they find, I think Les Brown said, if there is no door, build one. Yes.
Yes.
If there is no road, if the road congested, find a route, a path, and leave a trail.
Yes.
And a lot of times we tend to suffocate those who want to be part of the journey. Yes? And what they do is say, okay, don't want us in the journey. Let me just step aside and make my own path and leave a trail behind. Then they realize, wow, these people doing something crazy over here. This is, and everyone's not coming over now because now what you're doing become redundant. People don't want to go to that anymore.
Yeah.
In Christendom, there are a lot of people now who are having Christian nightclubs. People used to go in nightclubs and they stop going to go to church. But then here comes somebody have a brilliant idea. Hey, you know what? We have to have this fasting in party goers. So let's have a nightclub. We don't drink alcohol. We just come down, praise God and dance, have a good time and go back home.
A good time.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think the evolving and the mindsetting, the changing, the transitional mindset person will always be ahead of the person who stagnate and stay behind. And the organization eventually, most organizations like that, they die a natural death. Yeah?
Yeah.
And then somebody else come up and say, let's forget this people, let's do our thing over here for ourselves. And nobody. And then that's what happens.
Because that's sometimes too, you look at the Toronto area. We have over 30 registered Grenada organizations.
Wow.
So there must be a cause for
Yes.
creating that,
Mhm,
right?
mhm,
Some of the things that you mentioned, people feel they're not welcome in an organization and they're
mhm.
not doing what so they just go and form another group.
Yes, yes.
So we form all this group. And just so last night I was at a Carriacou dinner and dance,
Right.
right? And they call the presidents of the organizations to take a photo. Well, the foyer wasn't big enough to take a picture with all the presidents.
Wow. Isn't that something?
That is telling. And I'm saying to a few other leaders, this is something that we got to seriously look at. So you will
Wow.
find on one day you have 3 different events, not even a calendar of events, so we support each other.
Mhm,
That is something we have to look at, because the bigger picture is Grenada. If we're doing something, we have to keep the vision in mind. Grenada, and because every organization name is Grenada, it started with. So I think that is something that we have to look at, and as presidents sit down and say, let's call a conference of presidents or a summit
mhm.
and see how we could benefit from each other's strengths and develop on our weaknesses. But even sometimes that proves to be a little bit of a challenge. You look at Grenada Day, for instance, one of the biggest gathering of Grenadians here.
Yes.
And you look and see how many other organizations support the Grenada Day.
Yeah.
And there's something to be said about that, but we were here to talk about our independence.
Yeah,
So,
you see, that's what happened, because one thing leads to the other. Even that, right? Because even independence coming up, I mean, all these organizations band together, come together and have a certain presentation. Yes? And that's one thing about, okay, you have one umbrella organization. Out of that umbrella organization, you have all the others here,
Mhm.
one organization, but different branches. So whenever an event is being planned, everybody knows what is being planned, so they won't plan an event in that. Even within GIPC, right, there is different events taking place, right? So all those organizations could come in and be part of those organizations within the organization and have a smooth running organization, an umbrella organization that covers everything. We don't need all these 35 organizations, you know what I mean? So I think but it's smoother running, and I want to say this because a lot of times we kind of not do what we're supposed to do as Grenadians, in the sense that of organizing our structure and our activities. Yes. What I mean by that is the demonstration of nationhood, of patriotism, yeah, is there. But when it comes to leadership, nobody wants to be self-servient.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that kills and causes the butt of other organizations. Because everybody feel they could do better than you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So let me go outside and do it differently. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's not because somebody don't want to be part, it's just somebody not given the opportunity to serve. And people feel they have to be a leader to serve, to fulfill that role. You don't have to be a leader to fulfill that role to get things done. You could be a ordinary member, but they could charge you with your responsibility to get certain things done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's one of the things we have to start looking at.
Because the GIPC adjudicated, I was told and read a piece by one of the founding members in the chat the other day.
Yeah, I read it.
And this organization was is a committee with the intention of the mandate was to be all the organizations representing, putting on Grenada independence festivities here.
Right.
But over the years, it becomes so territorial. You find one organization dominating over the others. And then the other individuals, there's the individualistic part of it now. So that creates a contention sometimes when you're discussing different aspects of moving GIPC. You have another organization saying, but hang on a second, that's our thing. But if it's our thing, why we try to pull in a different direction? Is that you're in or you're out?
Sometimes, it's either something that is historically wrong, that need to be corrected. And it will take a new generation, a new breed of people to be educated along that line. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think now that we recognize what the problem is solution, you'll be solution oriented now. I think Einstein said the significant problem we face in life cannot be solved with the same level of thinking when you was first created.
Right.
You have a new mindset to go, whatever part you do where you are right now, you can't use that same method to bring to the next level.
Yeah.
The shifting of mindset have to take place for
Mhm.
that. So with that being said, let's talk about the event. No, that's all there. So
Yes.
the people who want something changed, we had the other guy come in and say, hey, I heard spoke about that the other day. Let us see how we can work together now. I think that's a good idea. Let's start here.
Yeah. Yes. Be part of the change you want to
Yes,
see.
become. I think it's Gandhi who said that.
That's
Become
it.
you want to see. Yes?
Yes. Become the party.
Become the change.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, so tell me more about the event that is coming up, all the different events, because we want people to know where to go, when to go, and how to go. You know, let them know that this is happening for that event when it's happening again. So I know you have a list of stuff that I think I have
Yeah.
on a calendar you sent me.
Yes. So we
yeah, go ahead.
on December 9th, we have the children's Christmas bazaar at
Yes.
10 Sewells Road, Scarborough. That's a Church of Nativity.
Mm.
So that on that same day we have another children's event. Spice Isle Association has in Toronto.
Spice Association.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And on that same day we have John, your award.
Yeah, but my award ceremony is taking place on, well, the awards, Red and White Affair award and dinner is happening on the 9th, and that is just $60 per ticket. And then after that, you have the Ola Miss Ola's Kitchen's birthday.
Birthday. So
Wow.
that day will be busy.
It'll be a busy day.
And then we have one of our guys in the community, this group, Greens Connection and Hef Kitchen, two young guys that does so much, but they're quiet about the work they do. They have a breakfast brunch.
Okay.
It's called the Cocoa Tea Breakfast Brunch on Sunday, December 17th.
Okay.
At the JCA.
I think there's somebody else, I think another church has something again, going back and has some names on the 17th as well. I think it's the December 17th. I want to book, somebody has something on the 17th of December. I can't remember who it is. I had it. Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff happening. And
There's a lot of stuff.
I think all of this is because of the lack of proper planning within the organization. We calendar of events, we could come together and say, hey, look, this is our event this year. And say, you know what, this is our event, this is our event. So we could probably start all year in the year.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
and jump everything inside of Christmas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that way you're choking yourself, you know, and it's stretching your people financially. Because
yes.
if everybody go to all event, one person could cost them like $1,000 in December alone.
In December alone.
Yeah, if you start from December 3rd, I'm not I see one from the December November 25th, right? So think about November, you're paying $75 to $80 to a dinner, and I go to 10 functions.
Well, that happened to me, and I was telling the organizations, listen, you guys have to start raising funds to put aside for entertainment for the president or other individuals, because it's costly. Like I went to the Carriacou and dinner, and I left at 10 and go to the JCA for the retro party.
I spent probably $200 for
one
one day.
For one day.
Probably $200 because some of the places are $120. Some is $65, some is $75. I think mine is the cheapest, $60. I think it's $75.
When you make it affordable, for us. That's the Trinidad 50 plus. I was there last week. Saturday I went to the Guyanese seniors dinner.
Right.
And then the Saturday and then the Sunday I went to the Trinidad 50 plus.
Wow.
So you know, I'll be looking for funding. Maybe I'll go fund me or something.
It's true. I mean, think about it, bro. You know, I have a GoFundMe for myself. I mean, for Gem FM to raise funds for us because we need to keep this radio station alive. We need some new equipment and stuff like that. And people who love it and people use it, we never get no contribution from. There's one person I'm telling you that every month make $5 contribution. There's people who spontaneously just say, John, hold up $40, here's $50 and stuff like that. I remember people send me $20, and that was one time. You know what I mean? But what's my point? My point is that we have to start investing our own. Yeah. People should be able to make donations to the GIPC. Because at the end of the day, so then the price per ticket, you have enough money in excess. Because you're an NGO, you're not supposed to save money and should be a profit, right? So if everybody during the year could make a donation of $100, yeah? And I always say this, if 1 million people give $100 a month, right? Pastor dinner could be $20. Because you have enough funds from everybody. So it could be reasonable for, you know what I mean? For the night, it could be $40. So it ought to be $200 to cover food and venue. But every year, every month, every Gradient in Canada would give $1, $2, $5 a month to the GIPC towards the event coming up. When you have a register, who give you? Who make a donation? They should be able to get a deduction on the ticket.
Yes.
Instead of paying the $120, you probably pay $60 instead, or pay $40 instead for a ticket. You know what I'm saying? So those kind of things could be encouraged people to donate. And so now they become a donating member, a contributing member financially to the organization, you know, so that when they need a ticket, they say, hey, you know, everybody who contribute through the year get a deduction, 20 or 50% deduction. So you can afford it because those things are expensive.
They're expensive.
And people like you who's a leader have to go to all those organization meetings, dinners, because you want to come to yours as well.
Yes.
You become a financial burden on you because you have a family.
You have a family.
You have your wife with you, and your girlfriend with you. You know, she's $100 come $200. And every event, 10 events at $200, that's $1,000.
Yeah. Yeah. And you didn't talk about gas yet. We didn't talk about transportation.
Exactly. So for 1 month of it's $240 easy. You know what I mean? So if you go to every event and you want to go with Scarborough to come back, that's quite a ton of gas right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You go 10 such events, right? A food ton of gas, that's, you know what I mean? That's $80 for one time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's costly, you know?
It's costly. Volunteerism is something that's appreciated in my view. And that goes back to a conversation we have at the board level in different organizations. Or you cannot put a price tag on volunteerism.
Yeah.
Right? You have some members that insist that you should not give a stipend, for instance, for gas, or someone go in and do other activities for the organization. But it's an added burden. If it's affordable, I draw the reference to Red Cross. Red Cross is a non-for-profit organization, but they do stipend. If I volunteer with the Berry City, I get a stipend for whether it is kilometers or something. But in the Grenadian context, members have to pay for tickets at full value. If you know, that is something that you
gotta fix that.
Got to be fixed.
Yeah, because I mean, even as a chairman of any organization, why would they want you to pay full price?
Yeah.
I mean, you're already giving the most valuable thing of your time. You know, if you think about it, every time I sit on a meeting for 2-3 hours at $25 an hour, that's cheap. You know what I mean? That's inexpensive, $20 an hour, right? I spend 3 hours there. That's $75.
Yeah, well,
that's right there.
Well, I remember when we had a former consul here, we used to have, you go to the meeting at the consulate and you will have a meal. I think anesthesia should charge something like $50. Prepare a meal for like 12, 15 of us. Right. Then it becomes a problem with paying too much. But you look at where you come from work, you do this, you do that, and then you're sitting there and, you know, a meal that will cost maybe $6, $7 if you do it individual. And the food, the meal anesthesia provide, it's something you're looking at about maybe $100. So she putting stuff in the kitchen. And you are telling me that it's too much for grown people to sit down about meeting for 3 hours. coming from work.
That's
It's
crazy.
crazy, you know. So
Yeah.
that is a bunch of things that we have to look at.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, man, people make sacrifices that they can well spend with their family, right? And they give up that family time to be volunteering, and so you make that choice. Yeah, make a choice to help my country as well. But my country, it's not to ask what your country could do for you, what you could do for your country, but then at the end of the day, what your country doing for you?
Yeah. If you can't swim, you can't save some man from drowning.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, we all need. I mean, like, we have to be realistic too, right? There is situation where the organization may not have the money to do it, okay? But at the end of the day, if you have money, it's just sitting there, right? You have to account for it.
Yeah,
and non-profit is mean non-profit shouldn't be have money sitting around. And we have allocation. Yeah. You have to allocate money for projects. So how much project do the GIPC have? How do the Great Association have? You know, all the different what project do you have to fund with that money that's sitting there? And then at the end of the year, you look back 3 years, you still have this 10,000 sitting there. The government will take it from you and give it to somebody else. I hope they know that. Government won't be afraid to come. The government won't be afraid to come. Oh, China tax, they have $10,000 in profit sitting now. What? There's no allocation? Okay, this organization need $20,000 right now. Somebody, I don't have a situation. A friend was relating to me at church. There are $2 million plus in reserve sitting there.
Wow.
After 3 years, the CRA wrote them, and then they use the money or they will lose it. You know what they do? They do invest money in a house, buy a house, and let the pastor go and stay in the house and let pay rent. That's what I'm saying. So I'm going to come after you for the money. Because they have a large membership. But then there's the money coming in. The pastor working, you don't get paid from the church. Where you're renting somewhere else. So and they buy a house and put in the other end and pay.
They become creative all of a sudden.
All of a sudden they get creative.
All of a sudden.
Yeah. You can't, and that's the thing. We have to learn how to manage the resources and utilize it.
One thing I would like to see too is we have so many different organizations that are active. There are some that are not active, but there's a lot that's active. We should identify projects in Grenada as a unit.
Yes.
Right? Instead of, everybody like pack a barrel or they send individually. If we identify we cannot build a road, but we could fix a little stretch.
Yes.
We could put up some signage. There's things that we could do that will lift the country and the standards. But that seems to be also challenging. We could always, I bring up a project that we could have playgrounds, design a playground for a kid for kids in the area.
Right.
And we name it after the diaspora group or the diaspora,
some significant person, some person who have within the organization who are probably the most prominent person that have made a contribution, name it after that person. There's no wrong. You know? So I think it's really, really important for us as a people to really work hard and smart together. Yeah. We just working hard and not smart. Hard and smart goes together. Yeah. It's water and milk in the same bowl.
It's the same bowl. Yeah.
But I want to see it happen. I want to see us really pull all these resources that we have, because there are a lot of resources out there that we have. Other thing. So the independence, 50 years of independence, of being independent, an independent nation. And in Toronto, we know that there's a dinner coming up on the 11th, I think it is.
The 10th.
The 10th of February. Yes. And so tell us a little bit about that dinner and where it will be held. Which part of the organization is responsible for that now?
Is a GAT, the GAT, the Greater Association Toronto.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about them on that and the dinner. For what is it? What we should be looking forward to on that, the venue and price, and is there a price yet for that?
Yes. So the gala will be this year, February 10th at 55 Barber Green. Same location. Yeah. But this year
we have parking.
We have a lot of parking, spacious, right? But this year we're going to really kick it up a notch.
Right.
We are looking at some unique features. One of the things we wrote for an application to use the logo, the 50th logo from Grenada. The government is saying if you want to use the logo, you have to make an application.
Wow.
To use the logo. So that's why right now you haven't seen any promotion per se. Because one thing I insist, anything Grenada does for our 50th, we're trying to mirror it here.
Yes, yes.
So the logo with the team, normally we have a team, but we're going to use the same team that Grenada has and build around it, resilience and stuff of our people.
Okay.
So
talking about mirroring, would there be an independent types of competition or poetry competition, something that will, like we have the independent types of competition happening in Grenada? Would there be something like that in Toronto?
Yes, but we won't do it in February. That's where the expo comes in.
The expo comes, okay.
Around that time, we're gonna have it. There, I was reading a piece where the guy that sang the first independent song, that's won the competition. Humphrey. Right. So not Humphrey. I think his name is Unlucky.
Yeah, he's a Humphrey. Last name
is a Humphrey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Peter
so
Humphrey.
we'll be trying to see how we could incorporate that individual too in our celebrations through the year, whether we do it, because we're gonna do it over 1 year, right?
Okay.
So that is what we're gonna, and at the gala we're gonna have. We're looking forward to have someone to speak on developing Grenada or development. One of our keynote speakers. Of course, we like the Prime Minister to be here, but I think it might be challenging because it's 3 days after independence in Grenada.
You don't want to give nobody no thing to say. You're always traveling again.
Yeah.
You're always on a plane. And if we've been honest, that's probably the
16th constituency.
Yeah. And so you're ready to visit that constituency, right?
You gotta touch every constituency.
Yeah. And this constituency do a lot for Grenada. So at least we have to give, because I think sometimes we get too political sometimes when it comes to the Prime Minister traveling and the foreign affairs. The Minister of Foreign Affairs is Minister of Foreign Affairs. I mean, you have to be outside the country as much as together and do things for Grenada. And people have a problem with that because they don't understand. That's his job. You vote him, yes, but he's not going to be in your constituency every day. He could be on a plane probably every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks, maybe every other day.
Every other day. Yeah. That's his responsibility. The thing about it is probably he may need to have somebody in his constituency taking up a second person just supporting a supporting role, to ensure the meet and greet and talk about issues in the community. I think that's probably the Minister of Foreign Affairs shouldn't be a minister. A voted minister.
Appointed minister.
Appointed minister without any people attachment,
Yeah.
So it's part from the same community, but not responsible for voting. You can't vote him in. So you can, what I mean? So the one is voting to stay in the country and do the work in the constituency. I think that might be a step up from our constitution.
Yes.
That in the constitution, the foreign affairs minister, prime minister, or the person, the foreign affairs minister should not be a voted MP.
MP. But the constitution, the constitution need to be reviewed.
Very much.
Remember, constitution reform. It's something I think politics divides us. Politics and religion. It's one of the two most divided.
Thing. But even talking about that, just deep in this a little bit, right? The former government, NNP government, had two run at the constitution, right? And they failed to come with a majority to change it. But you could win an election twice, 3 times. Am I right? You understand? It speaks volume that you win election but don't have the majority of consensus from the people.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. So the people could vote you in, but they don't trust you with the constitution. It shows a lot of, because if you win an election, it should translate into you holding, because you have a confidence of the people, 15 seats, right? Then you should have that same turnout to vote for you for the constitutional change. You didn't have that.
But one of the constitutional change that Grenada has, and I think Grenada is the only country that has that clause. I could be subject. I think St. Vincent might have it as well. Where to change the constitution, I need 2/3 of the vote.
Grenada has it.
The Grenada and St. Vincent, I think, is the only two. But that Barbados could have just gone to a republic like that, and Dominica, Grenada can do that. So even in this framework here, if this government administration decide to do constitutional reform, it might be challenging also because, you know, for political reasons and not looking at the bigger picture. I remember one of the questions on the last constitution review was to put Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique on our passport.
Yeah, but
that was voted down.
But so, I think that was in a sense that there's other things within that same framework, in that same list that people didn't agree with. I didn't have a problem with that particular part of it. They make that a part of the discussion. But there's other things that people didn't agree with was in that section A or whatever it was. They weren't gonna vote for it. If you vote for that, you vote for everything there. So I think they try to put things interlockingly inside the stuff. So you vote for one, you vote for all. Yeah, so people decide, no, I'm not gonna vote for that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they make the issue that, oh, they don't want to vote for that. But take it out by itself, put it in a column by itself, you know, and vote. People vote for it because people want it.
But I think there was two. I think the first one was intertwined, but the second one there was individual voting.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was clause.
Yeah, but I think people are very concerned and about certain things you put in it because they people examine this stuff. I think a lot of people who are intellectuals, academians, they read this thing right through and they was able to decipher a lot of things inside of it. And I think the difference with the academians and the intellectuals was more of the NDC able to articulate and understand what is written than the other side. It is proven that NDC has more intellectual and academians than the NMP. Yes?
Yes.
Even from a grassroots level. So it leads them to influence the rest of people. They're causing the anti and the NN. You know what I mean? They will listen to them for those things, but for the coming election, they won't listen to them. Yeah. They vote in green. So that has, and that's kind of dynamic to work with it. You can influence them for that thing, that particular thing, but you can't influence them to change their mind from what you want to vote for. And that is one of the problem that Grenada faced with. Between the well-adjusted, educated people and those who are not. You know? Yeah. So that is a problem. Unless you bring everybody up to an educational level, to read and understand, not just read, but understand what they read.
Yes.
The difference. Yeah? Read is a problem, you know, understand what you read. Because you know, that's why, you know, some people, everybody could be a lawyer, but anybody understand the law. Interpretation.
The room shop are the most lawyers. And preacher men to it.
Preacher man, what do you mean?
They could quote the Bible for your scripture.
Yeah. And then people who, I mean, people who know the Bible very well. Yeah. When I take them to journey through it and ask them questions. Well, is that in the Bible? Yeah, it's right there. You know? And then once people will tell you, I got a discussion with a friend about that at work. Asking why he's celebrating Christmas just born in December. He said, just born in December. Say, Mary get pregnant in the 6 months of the year. How come December could be the birth? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. She gets pregnant in, you know, consider take place in the 6 months of the year.
Yeah.
That'll be March.
Yeah, it'll be March.
You read in the Bible there?
Yeah.
So you tell people that and thinking like, John, you crazy? No, December, that's what they tell you. But you need to understand, you really do argue. You see? So I'm not deep into this thing. But some people say, well, it don't matter, it's Jesus' body. It's not his body. You know? It's not his body. Why you celebrating his body? You know, how you wouldn't be feel offended if somebody celebrating your birthday in June and your birthday in December?
Yeah, we got to talk about that.
You got to talk about that. Why you want to celebrate my birthday in December?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My birthday is in June. I didn't just have a serious problem with that.
Yeah, but it was.
So it's all kind of a paganism that we celebrate. I mean, he didn't put up Christmas trees in Jeremiah chapter 10. He talked about that paganism, cutting down trees and putting up in front and putting on the doors and stuff. It's right in the Bible. But people still do it because that is what they was fed.
Yeah.
Never researched it. Some people never read Jeremiah. Some people talk about, even in Solomon, they want that sexual explicit stuff that's in Solomon. People don't want to read that in church. But that's really
It's
you know,
taboo.
so taboo, like you don't want to touch that, but touch everything else. And
Touch everything.
you wonder why some people don't want to have certain sex with their husband, certain and tell their wife or certain things, because they never exposed it in the scripture. But it's right there.
It's right.
When you tell man describe the woman's breast and all this stuff and all kind of stuff and about the taste in the roof of his tongue. I mean, all this kind of is right in the Bible.
I gotta go and check it out.
Go read it.
But I might start reading the Bible from Solomon.
Your wife might be a very interesting person to talk to afterwards. The man lives like crazy. But I mean, trust me, go read Josie. I could come to church with some girls from there. Both Sam and the woman had some lyrics to share. You know,
Wow.
Yeah, man, there's some serious lyrics there, man.
I gotta check it out.
Yeah, man. I had a lady boy, she called she had a friend of mine called she had on the show one night. It's interesting because sometimes we don't talk about those stuff because church used to be an educating institution, right? Like to educate and to help people, but they pick and choose what they want to tell you.
What they want to tell you.
Yeah.
But that goes back to a lot of the teachings that we have.
Yeah.
You know, when you question something, even at the organization level, first thing they say, that's why I've been doing it from a long time. Why change it now?
Why change it? It's like this woman I heard a story about. I was doing a motivational class study a couple years ago, and this brother was teaching, and he said this woman was every Thanksgiving dinner, they would meet the funny table and she cut out 2 ends every year. So the husband, he said, honey, why are you cutting the 2 ends up? He said, my mom used to do it. So he said, you want to have a discussion with the mother. Mother said, my mom used to do it. Get to the great grandma. My mother used to, whenever the 4th generation, 5th generation down, she said, well, I used to bake it in one big pan, but the pan put it on the table, the dish, it was too short. So I cut it 2 ends. So nobody never asked why you cut it 2 ends. You just keep cutting it. See, mommy cut it.
Cut to the ends. But you grew up in the community too, and two families not to talk, speaking to each other.
Yeah.
And you ask, well, why are you not speaking? My father didn't speak to them.
Yeah.
They didn't speak to them. But nobody know what the problem.
Nobody knows. No.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of thing, even with organizations, we have to start educating people.
Yeah.
To help them to transform themselves, educate them to empower them. And if we're not empowering people, we're not going to change the next generation.
Yeah.
And that's why most revolutions take place, because the older heads don't want to change. They don't act the new norms, because you can't tell a man agriculture no is fuck and hope. No, this is agriculture. People still saying you look at get the scientific side of agriculture, seedling and grafting, and the science behind doing all the kind of stuff, machinery and all this stuff. Agro industry is part of agriculture. Or limited to only agriculture is fuck and speed. People talking about
and speed.
Sometimes
you look at the advertisement in Grenada, still you see a farmer in Stain
with a boots and still close.
With a water boots and a cutlass.
Exactly.
The young people said, I don't go and do that hard work.
No.
I go and build a house on the land my father live for me.
Exactly. So once we start showing science and technology, where they have big excavator machine digging and plowing and doing all this stuff on them like that. Wow, that's interesting. I want to drive a tractor to plant the land. To have this. I want to have that. I want to have a proper irrigation system. I want to understand how to make irrigation thing work. You understand? How I can make this, I want to see that I can make this animal do this and that, animal husbandry. It's part of agriculture.
Yeah.
We have to change the bottom, the fuck and speed mentality and water mentality. Yeah, we have to change that.
Because the Caribbean is always facing food security issues also.
Yeah. And that's one part of the problem, because we do
that's one of the part of
ourselves.
Yeah.
We have to move from this fuck and speed mentality. And that's what Dr. Tessa Barry, I like her so much, because she trying to make the shift, the generational shifting, yes, from that mindset of this to that. I mean, if you look at the 80s, what have happened? We used to have, before the 80s, we used to still have cars in the crank to start, those BMC, right?
BMC.
Then they moved to carburetor vehicles, yeah? They moved to fuel-injected vehicles. Yeah? They moved from vinyl records, 8-track to vinyl records, from vinyl records to CD, from CD to MP3 player to now you could download the song.
Yeah.
You understand? So you don't need all this stuff again. So then you had radial tires and all this stuff like that. Everything have changed. People get killed by technology, but you don't have to. You could always move with the time. Yeah? But who is helping to move with the time? You know, all these trend-setting things that take place, all this technological gap that happen. People don't make vinyl records very little in that industry, right? The CD business, CD is there, but it's really people writing digital CDs don't really need them anymore. You know, they're doing something.
But look at the photographer.
Yes.
The photographer, how much of them, you know your phone taking a better picture. You know, you're doing everything on a phone.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
that's something.
Right? Your phone is not a phone anymore, it's a multifunction center.
Yeah.
You could fax, you could text, you could drive a letter, take a picture, scan stuff, you know, have a conversation, record some conversation, do a video on it, everything you think about. And brother, they have a new equipment right now. The smartphone be obsolete in about 5 to 10 years. Is this new equipment? I will send you, I will send you a link of it. Small piece, you put it on top here, and you from Spain and say, hi, good morning. And you have the same equipment, it's picture in French. So we come back and forth. Right? You do everything more on the phone. You're taking pictures, having a conversation with a Spanish, a Russian, wherever we are. Can't hear you back in my language. You hear yourself back in your language when I speak.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
But that's technology.
Yes.
You know, and the youth, and it goes back to having fresh minds.
Exactly.
And continue moving the ball forward.
And
I think we're missing that part, how we transition power, how we turn it over to the and how you give the information also too. You can't just, you know, there's certain things that you don't do or say when giving a young person the ability to empower themselves. So it's how the information is disseminated also that we have to be kept mindful of.
Yeah, because this, you know, a number of times people communicate, yeah, and sometimes the receiver is not at the level that you're speaking at. So we have to kind of decipher our messaging. How do we attract younger people? How do we communicate with younger people? And a lot of times, even in relationships, marriage, one of the biggest problems, apart from sex and money, is communication, you know. Yeah. Everything you have to communicate, whether your sex or your money, you have to communicate it.
You have to communicate.
An effective way of communicating your finances, your sex life, and general communication. You know what I mean? So if we don't communicate effectively, we can lose a lot of people.
Yeah.
So communication is the blueprint that man should use to succeed in anything.
In anything.
Yeah. So how we communicate ourselves, how we communicate with others, will determine how far we go, or we will remain stagnant. Or people go buy what we're saying. Like I always say, McDonald's doesn't make the best burger. I guess your mom will make a better burger, but McDonald's spend more money on advertising their burgers.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that was Hitler said too. Remember, Hitler said, if you repeat
over time, you know. And the one thing that I said to our brother this evening, poor business people don't want to invest money in advertisement. They feel word of mouth is telling somebody. Word of mouth is paying for it to be told by somebody. And the bigger business understand that very well, so they pay for the advertisement. And you can go in there all the time because so John tell them about it. No, they print it first, they pay for it, and then somebody hear it and tell somebody about it. Yeah. So they pay first to become word of mouth. We don't do that. We want to let somebody let you listen tell me. Or listen go tell John on the street. And that is fine. But you listen get it from somebody. You hear this person read it somewhere, they saw it somewhere. You know? So we have to find a way of investing in ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it goes back to a different, it goes investing in our communities as well. You know, in the Black community and the Caribbean community, for instance, we don't support our local businessmen.
No, we don't do that.
We don't do that.
No. Yeah.
You know, we always want to take it outside, and the
Mhm.
money doesn't circulate within our community. That's a big problem.
A very big problem. In some communities, money go around 5 times before you leave it.
Yeah.
In ours, as we get it, boom, we go. We are consumer society.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We consume a whole lot of stuff. I want, something, you could be making the good or best shoes in the black community and people buy the shoes. Okay,
Yeah.
you don't make fubu.
You know,
Let me tell you something. I saw a demonstration last time. It takes some shoes from Payless. Yeah. I put in Los Angeles, and the same shoes were $90, put for $600. People rushing and buy them.
wow. Yeah.
And the mindset, people culture into thinking that if it's there, it gotta be good. So they go buy $600 or $1,000 for the shoes, and it's $20 in Payless.
In Payless.
The shoes just change location. I saw a demonstration, a guy who paid $1,500, something $800 to see that guy play the saxophone, the cello or something, whatever we call it stuff, right?
The violin.
The night before, the next day you're on the street and everybody passing the quarter. Location.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the same man that played the night before, he on the street playing. You pay $1,000 to see him play the night before. He go on the street now with regular clothes. Nobody know who he is. They pass him straight. The same bill. They don't even recognize him. They don't put drop a quarter to say, somebody listen to man play a violin. They walk past him. You see, your location, your advertisement, who directing people to you. That's why everybody need a manager, everybody need a coach, everybody needs somebody to influence, an influencer. I'm supposed to writing a book. Who is dedicated to my daughters? Yeah, who influencing you? Who is influencing you? And sometimes we tend to gravitate to a lot of things that wrong influence, yes, and not good influence. In our communities, we have to start influencing our people, not by just talking to a small group within our group, but we have to put out, presumably using loudspeakers, yes, to our nation, to our people, to let them know that we're here. We want to influence, we want to change the thinking, right? Bring nuances and be able to communicate to our people. Because at the end of the day, we need to make a change in our thinking. And that only comes through influence. We make decisions based on what we hear, see, smell, touch, and feel. That's how our decision-making process comes from.
Yeah.
So I heard you say something last week. I could be influenced by it, good or bad. My daughter never hear an opportunity inside this house. She come on and ask me what this word mean. She heard using us in this. She in school using it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You never hear the F-bomb in my house, but she used it. She said, what it means. She was using it. And she went playing on using it.
Yeah.
I never heard that home before. That he doesn't, that doesn't the kind of language. You know what I mean? So she wanted to, she never see the finger being used around here. So she want to know what that mean. Why can you use the finger, giving people the finger, that?
But that's how the young minds is been molded.
Yes.
So we have to, one of the things we were looking to do, and it is challenging doing it here, we have financial literacy in our community, in the young minds. Because for a race, we spend a lot of money on the shiny things. We call it the shinier things.
Yes.
In life. We already start 3 traders back. And you watch at other cultures, other races, where intergenerational wealth is more speak about and more prevalent in. We don't seem to have that in our communities as prevalent as them. But how you transition that into the wider community, teaching about life insurance, teaching about different things. That's how a lot of intergenerational wealth is started, by the life insurance policy. So most time you see someone of our communities die, we see GoFundMe, or we say let's go help, But life insurance could only be like $10 a month.
Yeah.
$20 a month.
It's not much. And that's my things, right? I did a seminar in 2008 after my wife passed away, I did a seminar. All right. And one of the things that I've done is to bring in the insurance man, the undertaker, the life insurance man, the undertaker, and the investor, the home investment program guy in. And I did my piece on goal setting, which I pride myself on doing that, because not being popped up on that, but I have created a booklet for goal setting. Yeah. And recently I did a seminar for some men, and I asked them to name the top 5 things that they need, that they want to be and have in the next 2 to 5 years. Most of the men couldn't come up with 3. They don't have 3. And then I asked them to name or to say what they did in the last 24 hours. And they know what they did in the last 24 hours. And what they have done in the last 24 hours have not of what they did contribute to what they want to be doing over the next 5 years. See how sad that is? So they will go ahead doing the same thing in the next 5 years. Not even working on what they really want to be doing and have.
Mm-hmm.
That's the sad reality. So we have to find a way of communicating effectively with people to help transform their life they live in. I have learned recently some stuff, and I wish I knew that a lot of years ago. Someone said to me in a session that we had, he said, imagine people get $20,000 bank credit card, and they spend it on travel and clothes and food and stuff like that. If they have learned and understand how money works, they can take that same $10,000 from that credit card and invest in the bank and not give them the credit card. In 6 months' time, they'll be in a very good financial position. You know what I mean? So the bank will lose money. Bank makes money. Every quarter, you hear they're making $6.4 billion. Imagine 1.5% or 0.5% of $1 billion coming to you every quarter.
Mm.
Think about
You're
that.
sitting well, you're living good.
Hmm?
You're living good. You'll be living good.
You'll be living very good. So we have to start teaching people those things. Don't take your credit card and just spend it and buy the shiny things that they call it. You know, we have to start thinking, investing. And I learned that later. Nobody really teaches that in school.
Yeah.
You know, we wasn't taught that. And the very few of us who buy houses, we never thought we could use the equity in house and invest into another house or invest into something bigger. In buying stocks, take a $200,000, $100,000, $50,000, and just invest in Procter & Gamble. People still buying toothpaste soup and watch. You know what I mean? You understand? You understand? Jeff Bezos said that he's take $1,000 and invest in $1,000, and the time at the end of the month, you get $27,000. I mean, think about those logics.
Yeah.
Right? You take $1,000 and invest it in an investment program, and then at the end of the month, you have $27,000 in your hand. Like, really?
Yeah.
I want this financial education. I want to know how that works. Right away, my mind started going like, whoa. If you take $1,000 and invest in that, I have to get part of it. I want to get part of it. I want to be in that program too.
Yes.
You know? So that's the kind of thing we got to bring to our communities and start educating them. And not just you get us to somewhere they want to go to Greenland on vacation. You know what I mean? $5,000 I'm going to Greenland. I need a vacation. But you're thinking about you take $2,000 and you put in 6 months time, 8 months time, probably could go to Hawaii. You know. So there are a lot of things that need to be done, and I think hoping that the 50th anniversary, we will also have sessions, bringing investors and teach our people how to invest, how to spend, why invest, not just spend money, but invest money. Not negatively spend our money up and down the place, crazy. I'm in this transitional position now because I'm getting more information, learning more things, and I do more research. And I think that we need to educate our people when it comes to that. We cannot go around doing the same old thing, expecting different results. You're not gonna.
Yeah, but that is something that we should engage also our civic responsibilities. You know, Les Brown, I think, says one of the richest places is a cemetery.
Yeah.
So we should not allow these things to continue and happen. We have to learn to pass on our knowledge and be willing to at the time know when to say we had our run. Let someone else carry the ball now.
You know, you said this, right, and that sparked me to go back to the point that you just made with Les Brown. He said in effect, imagine lying on your deathbed, yes, and all your gifts and talent that you came to you, look at you with large angry eyes.
Yeah.
So look at you. We come with you. Only you could have given us life. No, we have to die with you.
Mhm.
What dream? What vision do you have? See, the cemetery is the wealthiest place.
Mhm.
The stories have never been told, invention never invented because somebody just scared.
Yeah.
Question is, what is your vision? What is your dream? What is your time to have?
Mhm.
You know, so that's where the dead people stays. With all the dreams and vision to go with it. Never invest, because they was too scared to make that initial step to the financial freedom. You know,
Right.
and a lot of times we walk through life and we get captured by life. The activity, the things that doesn't really make us any better person. It just gives us a certain status in life. Really status we have, but we not really have anything.
Mhm.
And I heard it said, I think it was Seamless Brown, if you allow me, he says, there's a soldier get captured in World War II, right? And the next morning told him that one, he have two choices.
Mhm.
You either face the firing squad or go through that unlocked door.
Yeah.
Open and go through it. He's so conditioned that, well, you know, one way or the other you're gonna dead, but you know how you're gonna dead, you're gonna face the firing squad already. So you protect the firing squad. What he didn't know that the other door was a door to his freedom. A lot of times we go to things that we always know,
No.
we go to things that is different.
Mhm.
And so the thing that is different is what we need to go through.
Yeah.
Nothing that we always know how to do. We always
Mhm.
know the right thing to do because somebody's already done it before. But the thing that's never been tried and tested, nobody wants to try it.
Yeah.
And that creates a big problem for us.
A big problem. And it goes back to groups again.
Exactly. So you see where I'm going with this?
The linkage.
The mentality is locked into
Yes.
one-dimensional thinking.
Mhm.
We never transcend into a positive thinking.
Mhm.
We lock in one way of thinking, so that our mentality is under arrest. You know, we're not free.
We're not free.
We're free, but we're not free because we get locked into one space. I think Jackie said, "Mr. Prisoner, you are a prisoner too. You can't go nowhere because I'm here."
You understand? But a lot of us in the community, a lot of people in the community with the degrees and the high profile jobs is the one that sometimes chokes the same thing that they want to create.
Yeah,
they chokes it.
Yeah.
So what is our purpose? We're not mortals.
No.
There will become a time when Father age and Father time catches up with us.
Yeah, it's coming.
It's coming. It's right there. Lesbos say hit you in the face, bam.
Bam. Yeah, knock you out. And brother, we're talking about these things, and somebody asked me a couple questions today at Allah's Kitchen, He said, what have we done for 40 years, for 50 years? Can you imagine? 50 years. What do we have to show for 50 years? And then I started thinking about a man the Bible asked God for 50 more years and he just died. He did not need that 15 years.
Yeah.
So I think Miles said, when you time to die, just die. Don't ask for more if you're not going to use it.
Don't waste no more.
Don't waste no more. And, your 50 years anniversary, what can you put to serve to the world that you have done for 50? And then I go back and think, well, 50, what we done for 50? We had an airport. That's a big achievement, an international airport. Then you had the NIS. We had 4 banks. We had all of that. That's an achievement. We still at that time own their own banks, apart from Trinidad. We have a national bank at the time, and Barbados, Central Bank, right? And the Jamaica. But the small islands, Grenada was a leader, a blueprint for the Western Caribbean countries. Those who got independence after and before us. So what do you have to present? Somebody say me, if I tell you, hey, Unison, show me what you have done for the last 5 years. Show me. Can you give me a plan for the next 50 years? Do you have? We don't have. What we should be talking about, how we should go forward for the next 50 years. Because we look back at our playbook, it is not something that you look to boast about. Really. I mean, we have elections, we have this, we have that, we had a revolution, we had this. But really, people might criticize John and say, John, why are you talking about we achieved so much? But show me. Really. 50 years. China get independence. Yeah? At the same time with Ghana, I think And look how China is. Yeah? Look where Ghana is. So think about those things. Think of Grenada in context of Trinidad and Barbados and so on. Right? 50 years. Where are you?
Where are we
Yeah.
in the context?
In comparison
to
the other Caribbean countries, to comparison people get independence after us.
Mm-hmm.
And just 1 year, 2 years before us who advanced more than us. Where are we? What do we have to show?
I would like to see some strategic plan. Like I always say, we should have a 100-year plan, a long, short, and medium term plan for the country. And it shouldn't be along political lines.
No.
We have minds. We send people to school if you have a plan, you send them to different parts to come back and give back. But it seems that everything we do, we have a 2030 plan, and it was tied to a political organization.
Yeah.
It's tied, and the political organization, everything falls apart. So maybe we should have a oversight committee look at America. They have elections every 5 years, 4 years. And presidents come and president go. There's some things that remain, infrastructure and stuff don't get changed.
Yeah.
So that is something I think we should be looking at to move the country forward. Because politics comes. I remember when I came in, the Liberal Party had built a nuclear plant in Toronto, Pickering.
Yeah.
And the next government come and they just level it up and cover it up.
Yeah. And then right now they're trying to shut it down, right?
Shut it down.
Yeah. Because again, it comes to political pressure from different people within the community, right?
Within the community.
It's dangerous. The beach is not bad, is not too good anyways already. And to have there, if anything happen, they pull the whole water system, you know what I mean? That's how I'm drinking so you have it right on the edge of the water. You know? So it's a good idea for a plant to be close to water, yes. But it's saying that if anything happen to it, it's not in a remote place in Canada, it's in a populated area. It's a densely populated, Pickering is a density, it become more and more populated over the years, right? So you got to move it from there. We're out in the water, probably.
And everybody, Fukushima nuclear plant, the water, they start dumping the water out. They say safe release. So where that is going to go?
Yeah, exactly. You're going somewhere.
Going somewhere. Right.
So all this stuff on them, I mean, I love nuclear energies and stuff like that. They help contribute to a lot of things, right? But I don't think it's managed properly. A lot of stuff I've missed my of this thing. But I mean, so far we haven't ended up a catastrophe at the world level. I mean, Hiroshima was not Hiroshima, but the Chernobyl was a big disaster, but it was confined within that specific area, right?
That region, yeah.
Can you imagine if one happened in Pickering? Just think about it.
Yeah.
Right? So I think all of these things have to be planned out properly. We can't just put it up because we want one. You know what I mean? I see you have a Mercedes Benz. I don't care how we
get it
maintain, but I want one too. And you have a Mercedes Benz, I should get one. But we don't know what mustn't do it to maintain it.
To maintain it. Yeah, or you don't know what you do to get it in the first place.
In the first place. I don't want what you have. I want what I want for me.
For me, yeah.
Yeah, what is it I want for me? So that's what Grenada has to start doing. We have to start doing what is good for us. What is best for us, how we could better maintain and support, in the sense, what we create.
Yes.
What it costs to keep it going, because you could get it. It's not a problem getting it. It's maintenance. Look at my car broke down. I mean, like, I could take the money and buy a next one. If the money I spend, I can take and buy a next one, yes. But think of which one. I'll buy a next new used one, and I have similar problem 2 years, 5 years from now. You know what I mean? So better I fix it and know what I know, everything I know to keep it going as brand new is there. I have another 5 years, 5 years, and again, because all the problems, almost $20,000. That's to keep the brain back to a new level, right? And now, would I go and trade in for a used one? I can't do that. No, because the engine is fine now. The new timing chain, new alternator, new this, new that, new conch sensor, everything new.
Wow.
You understand?
You do a whole body
A whole
transformation.
time. Yeah. Then we can't go
Yeah.
to them, oh, give him $1,000 and buy a new one. I say, you know, if I give you $4,000, fix it, you keep it, you sell it for $20,000, $15,000, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just, you know, I say, let me do that. Because if I take one from you, I go, you know, it might drive it for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I go and spend, you know,
I know that.
you don't want it for me. So I cut my losses and say, you know what, let me fix it and keep it. So now I'm driving a vehicle, a 10-year-old vehicle, right? 10-year-old vehicle that is brand new, engine wise.
But the body is in good shape.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, you'll never tell. You know, 4 new tires in it, new tie rod end, new ball joints, new alternator, new fence crank sensor, new pickup coils, 6 new plugs. You know, so you do the whole thing.
You're firing all cylinders now.
Firing all cylinders. The car like you ready to fly.
Go. Yeah.
I mean, so now I feel it's like a new vehicle, right? I can go and trade in that. And,
no,
you know,
that's more debt too.
That's more debt. I don't want to do that. You know, so you know what is, I don't want what you have. I want to have what I have. I want to be able to maintain what I have. I think what we have, and 50th anniversary of Grenada, we know exactly what we want going forward. Our forward march should be accounted for some plan out of how where we want to see Grenada in the next 50 years. Yes. And that should be a plan, a greater plan, put down that should be followed. Constitutionally write it in by law that this plan should be followed. Should not be no deviation. Because if the plan is set up and it's going, you know, and I never said that you don't have this, but I shared around a couple of people in our lives and a group I was with, the Revo Economics 101 by Bonald Code. The revolution plan for the next 100 years. So the plan, not for 4.5 years, 50, 60 years, even though they're not there, the plan is still there.
It's still there.
And you could still cut and make some little adjustment to it, but the plan is there.
The plan is there. Yeah.
You understand? So what's my point? Make a plan, put it down there and institutionalize it. Yeah?
I agree.
So then when you go to the office, that plan has to be worked and you'll be held accountable for not having it completed. You know?
We have some serious challenges but that's a cultural change, a cultural and generational problem we face. As it seems as though you know, everything you built, even if you were the former prime minister or the former whatever former, and the new guy comes, he want to stake his own claim.
Yes.
So
marking territory, so to speak.
You know, those dogs normally lift up a leg and mark their own territory as well.
Yes.
And they come so territorial too.
Yeah.
So it's something, is a cycle. And what I find too is sometimes in organizations, past presidents don't share the knowledge.
No.
They were like, well, let me see, how are you going to do it? Yeah, you know, and it slows down, and it's almost like a badge of honor seeing the struggling of the organization when you step away for whatever reason. You're no longer part, but that's when we're supposed to give more of our time.
Yeah,
big
time.
You know, maintain the house that you built.
Yeah, because you started it. You knew what the vision was. So let it roll. You know, and you don't take nothing from you. You don't take nothing from you. So let's let it happen. Let it be. And you know, and people sometimes I think we become very selfish and very territorial when it comes to things like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
For a territorial thing, and let us build together. Let us do what have to be done. I mean, can you imagine Grenada give away a full agro-industrial plant in 84, 85? Yeah? We had things going, and just give it away. I mean, what would cause you to get rid of something like that?
Even a lot of the machineries that we had during the revolution, some of them were buried. Yeah. Some of them were sent to Chile, the Sandinistas and those guys.
Yeah.
Some of them were sent all over just to get rid of that image, that revolution. It was created.
You don't know your own country because of somebody else who did something that you didn't like. But you didn't like for the country.
Yeah.
Imagine dumbness in that. There's a lot of dumbness.
Yeah.
I think what the brother name again? Eddie Frederick. Yes?
Mhm.
The dunceness. You know? They have dunceness that the perpetrating and the people of Grenada. You know, and that's my administration kind of thing. But you know, again, sometimes you don't want to say dunceness because it's dunce in a sense, but I can understand where the frustration level of thinking is at, you know, because sometimes people say, well, Kid Mitchell do nothing. Like people say Gary do nothing too, but I'll tell you something. I said on many occasions, Gary was a big man on education. Eh? He was, well, he can't build a school, but under his leadership, they built 5 junior secondary schools, fully equipped, modernized than any other secondary school in Grenada.
Yeah.
His leadership. The school of medicine, we proudly think to do under Gary leadership.
Yeah.
So give him credit for that. Yeah? The housing program we see that we're still talking about today. Gary started our telescope, Victoria Telescope River Road. That was Gary.
Yeah.
All this housing project was Gary own. What the Ocean just continue. And I there's something. One day I say about Ocean, they had a continuum program. Eh?
Program. Yeah.
They didn't get rid of Gary programs, you know. They keep adding to it.
Yeah.
Marketing board was before they reformed it. Yeah. You understand?
But me and a guy had a big argument over the marketing board, and he insisted the marketing board was forming revolution. And I'm telling you,
no.
It used to be called NIB.
NIB.
The same thing, the Providence Fund. The Providence Fund was a creation of like what the NIS is today.
Yeah.
So, as you correctly said,
but you see, only Providence Fund, it was only restricted to a certain number of people.
Yes.
Yeah? And then, but these the entrance is for every Grenadian.
Everybody. Yeah.
You understand? And then there was in civil servant, there was a certain section of people could be qualified by civil servant. Yeah. The Ocean changed that, but then we go back to that old way of thinking again. You see. But yeah, so number of things that was a continuum and become better. As a matter of fact, but I could say on one of the shows that we had here that the NIS wasn't the PRG thing. It was given to Gary before, and Gary refused in terms that he didn't have enough people walking, and probably it was too high. You can't take 4% of people that are walking and people making living with next to nothing, right? So when the guy came back, the guy from Guyana, he came back to Guyana again after the Ocean and presented, do the same presentation and they take it. I say, okay, we can do it. And they had more people walking. They had an army, they had more youth work coordinators, youth people, young people, women. The airport was being built. There are a lot of people working at the airport. You know, you had the agro-industrial plant going up. You had the feeder road. You had more people walking now. So bring it on. Yes? And then in the first 5 years, nobody would retire on that. But the people who do it in April of 1984, 85 would have retired now and be able to get a pension. 40 people have walking after the, you understand? So the youth who entered at 20, 25, the old pension was there, they'll get paid on the old pension, and those who contribute to the new one, they'll still get paid out of that new one. You understand? So they're getting 2 pensions in most cases. So the whole idea of transforming and continuing what was and make it better, that's what the PRG was doing. They didn't take on nothing from, I mean, the airport wasn't the PRG's idea. You know, it was Gary's idea. It was Blair's idea long before. It was something that Grenadian people wanted many years ago. Right? So here you go.
Yeah, I met Dr. Jules, Dr. Dedicals Jules.
Jules, yeah.
He's the director of the OECS.
OECS, yeah. I know him very well.
And he was giving me a history lesson the other day.
He will give you a very good history lesson. And he's in education, in the field of education.
In the field of education.
For the CPE program and all kinds of stuff like that in Grenada.
Yes. Yeah. So that is something that we all have to learn. And then we have the unrest, the southern part of the border of our waters, Venezuela, Guyana. You know, that is something too that will impact our food security in the region, the Panama Canal issue. So there are a lot of things that I just said for 50, and the next 50 years, what our food security is going to look like, what our net input, our input bill. Like Grenada import how much $1 million in fish products, and we have, you know, so how we look to capture. I know in the revolution we had a lot of byproducts from the fish, processing of the fish. Now we don't. We seem to import or saltfish and all those canned tuna. When we sell the raw material and buy it back at that higher cost. So that is things I think we have to look at for the next few years to see how we could safely navigate the way through.
Yeah, because I think one of the things I heard somebody make I'll call it a done statement again this time. You're having all these PRG people around you. Well, they have made the most significant role in 4.5 years. They have been the people who walk the script. So who is better to have? Why would I want to take why would I want to have a Toyota expert working guide me how to build, how to make, how to maintain a Mercedes Benz?
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you?
So
if I want to duplicate the process of making the Mercedes Benz, I go back to the Mercedes mechanic. The people who build the cars. I get the best advice from them.
But John, I go back to a bigger, another underlying problem we have. Do the Grenadian population really come to amends or atoning for what happened in 83? We are never healed as a nation from that period. So you have those kind of statements. There's a segment of the population that holds.
I can't do that, but it's the same 12 people on Facebook. Well, let me tell you something. The same 12 people, they could create a real problem.
Right. So that is things we got to look at. The bigger picture. How have we come? Because we never really healed from that period. There was never like a national where, I know Lincoln, they put in, always say, we are damaged goods. Right. So,
I don't know if you read the news today, there's a lot of stuff in the news today that talks about the revolution, right? And the demise of it and stuff like that. I've been trying to tell people that all the time, what really happened. And people don't believe, because they never want the story from the storyteller, the person who knows. We did a song back in the 70s, early 80s, mid-70s, late 70s, about people coming down and take interview, go back and write book and send back for us, right?
Yeah.
And we still have that happening today. People come to Grenada, they interview a certain set of people, they go back and write a book and send, and that's the truth. But the real players, they haven't interviewed them, and what they tell them, they don't want to hear that. That's not what they want to hear. There's certain things people want to hear in Grenada about what happened in Grenada, right? And they're not getting that satisfaction. And they feel that this is not the truth. The truth they believe in is what is being fed from other sources. Oh yeah, I had a conversation with a lady one time here in Canada at Ola's Kitchen. Yeah, telling me that Bonacco was on the foot and a report people and give the order to kill Maurice Bishop. Like, really, lady? She believed that. She believed that. You listen. She believed that. Bonacco was on foot report this morning and give order to kill Maurice Bishop. So I had to tell him, I said, look, I am Bonacco Boston Security, and I was there in Grenada at the time. He said, you were? I said, yes, I was. And he was never on the foot that day. He said, are you serious? I said, I give you evidence. People could talk too, who knew who I was, where I was on that day. Yeah? She shut up for a while and she said, I need to talk to you more often. I said, yes, I will be open to talk to you about it. Because a lot of people have this false narrative going around because that's what they've been fed. And when you encounter people that are trying to tell the truth, they say, no. And they will say, well, look, I was part of this. I was there. And I'm not reading this stuff on the news today now, and I wish someone else would read it, because this is what I've been telling them. I know a lot of people blame the CIA for stuff, but it was more internal than anything else.
Yeah.
And if I say it today, people might say, John, you're crazy. And I said before that Fidel let down the generation, he created the problem between the party. Big time. Yeah.
Division.
Yeah, he amplified the problem. Yeah. He wanted to do the same thing in Angola with the Guerrilla Revolution. And then guys wasn't having none of that. You do Grenada is not Angola. And Grenada is not Cuba. You understand? Yeah. So the whole idea of liquidating one section and keeping the next section, they're not gonna happen in Grenada. There wasn't food coming on the argument over the Angola situation in Grenada. You want to do the same if you don't want to do the same thing and have the military rights to run Grenada, you can't do that. We are a separate nation. You don't get a right to do that.
Yeah. but Grenadians, that's why I think it's George Bizan that wrote Grenada, the island of conflict.
Yeah.
We doesn't go up when we believe in something, it doesn't happen.
It doesn't
And
happen.
so
I think Terry Victor book was another nice piece. Deception and Conception. Terry Victor. That's an amazing book. People, you don't get much credit for it, but it's a serious book you need to read. Deception and Conception.
I never read that. I never come across that one.
Terry Victor. You need to read that one. It's a serious book. And then another one
available on Amazon.
I think so. Another one called Big Sky Little Bullets. That's a serious book. But people don't read those things because if they read it, they don't believe it either.
They don't believe it. Sometimes no matter what you say, when you have that preconceived notion, you're blinded by anything else.
Everything else. You're blinded by everything else. And that's one thing to serve to our detriment, when we don't believe the truth and we always believe the lie. I think it becomes self-evident for themselves. Yeah? And that is one of the biggest problems with mankind. We do not take the time off to investigate the truth. We hear
become an afterthought.
Yeah, because people tell us certain things and we believe what they tell us. We don't take the time off to research for ourselves. And even when it comes from reliable sources, right? They still want to tell you what they heard from somebody else. From you.
And hearsay. Yeah.
I think Eddie Frederick did a nice piece on the Barcode book, Greater Revolution, What Really Happened. Yes? He did a nice piece on it. I think I have it somewhere there. But he talk about the whole making up of the revolution and stuff like that, right? And the book and stuff like that. And recently, on his show, Eddie Frederick, the Sunday evening show, he made some serious statement. I know he didn't get a thumbs up for that. I sat back and I laughed because a lot of people, and he said Moise was just the face of the revolution. I give him credit for that. He's people narrator, yes? But the mastermind of the planning and the goals and the vision, I think, wasn't Maurice's. It was Bonaccord.
Yeah.
Give him that. Give Jack his jacket wherever it is. And that to me, I talk of sending out people thinking, here's a Garyite, son of a Garyite.
You're son of a
making a certain claim, without no reservation. He didn't care who it was. He's gonna make it ways. This is the facts. I'm gonna give you the facts. I'm here to educate you. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Take me, suck it up. That's the truth.
Yeah.
No, that's a hard tablet for a lot of people to swallow. And he didn't sugarcoat it. He said it out. And he said, I know a lot of you, I think if I want to quote him correctly, he said, I know a lot of you wouldn't believe this. Something like that, to that effect. Right? But he was straight up. I'm not looking for friends. I'm going to tell you something. I hope I can send you the link that he shared. I kept it. Because, when people like that tell you something, I'm not an NGM supporter. I wasn't an NGM. I'm not this and that. I'm not an OL person. I'm a Garyite, a son of a Garyite. But I'll tell you the facts. That's the facts.
That is the facts.
Yes.
Gary did, everybody did their piece, but the transformational part in Grenada was by no doubt that 4.5 years, that was the revolution. And it's the youth that lead the charge in doing the educational piece.
Yeah. That is the thing, we have to think about the contributors, the positive contributors in our society. What have they contributed to transform or to make the difference? And give them the credit for it. Don't demonize one person because you like another person. Let the facts remain the facts. Let the truth be the truth. And let's give Jackie and let's see what it is. Because that's only how we go start healing,
Yeah.
Salt is tough. When you go to the surgery and you get like a cut, they put salt in your food and iodine. But if you drink it, you drink the iodine, you go dead.
You go dead. Cocaine they use in the teeth.
Don't take the iodine in the wrong way. Take the iodine in the right place. There is salt for a different purpose. It is for the right purpose. Take, I could count fish, I could eat my fish boy. But you have to have salt in it because you have conflict, you have salt, you put salt to taste in your food.
To food. Yeah.
You know, so it's sometimes I tell you, brother, when you sit back and you listen to some of the things, you start thinking, you know, is this what it really is? Or there is more.
There's
you know?
more. Yeah.
So that is who we are, the people, man. But I looking forward for a big celebration. I despite there's not much to show for it. And then somebody will say, John, are you kidding me? We have a lot to show for it. We have parliamentary elections, we have this, we have that, but we still haven't changed the roads, the name of the roads. We still haven't changed we still colonialize.
But we still talk about it. We're still speaking about changing, but nobody
changes. You gotta make a bold step. I mean, I know you changed Ben Jones to Ben Jones Street in Grenville, Blaze Street, and all kind of stuff like that, right? But we still have Stendhal Tunnel, we have Victoria Street, and we have Victoria.
We have the Royal Grenada Police Force.
That should be changed. Grenada Police Services. I mean, what's wrong with that? I mean, we still have put on the hill up there, Miss Lagana on the hill up there. You know what I mean? Then and somebody asked Bernard why we didn't change. Paul's couldn't, you know, at that time you couldn't do that. And despite you have a vision, there are certain things that to keep in place.
Yeah.
Unless you change the constitution in its entirety. No, you could get it done away with Paul's school now if you're a revolution now, because the world become a super place. Yeah. You got to go to England for nothing. You know what I mean? You could do China directly, I could do Germany, Poland directly now. You don't need to go to England to get anything. You understand?
That's what happened in African countries, in Nigeria and those places in the last uprising we had one. You know, where we take back the lands and
stuff. Yeah. So we have to move forward, and moving forward may be painful. Yeah. But we have to move forward.
We have to move.
We have to have this, whether from the diaspora in or the country out, we have to have some significant changes that will empower our people inside and outside our people, outside of the nation.
All hands on deck. I think that all hands on deck, no matter where you come from.
Yeah.
You know.
So look at what was good, what worked, and keep using it.
Yeah.
If something was working but you need an improvement, improve it. You know, there's no need to say, well, that was a revolution idea. But it's a great idea. It's a great concept. Let's use it. Keith Mitchell had something planned. What he had planned? National health care for everybody. Let us get it activated.
Yeah.
You know, don't say, well, it's Keith Mitchell idea. That's the only thing, I mean, that's I can get to his credit. I didn't really do anything. I think that's what he wanted to do before he leave. He said it, you know, but he never get to do it. He was so confident that winning the next 15 seats again that he didn't focus.
The one for the road.
One for the road. One for the road. You know, like a drinker. One more shot. One more shot.
Yeah.
Until somebody come, you have to come and say, "What? Time to come home, you know?
Time to come home."
I'm the man in the house. You tell me when you come home, and it's okay. You can come home tonight, no food for you. Then you start walking on the one shot. You know what I mean?
Are you sleeping outside tonight?
Outside tonight, and you start walking out, and he's no longer the man.
Or you can just change it to lock on the door, and the wife stay outside.
So, it's the kind of thing that we have to start fixing, you know, and as we evolve as a people, the diaspora have a real significant role to play. And I can mention mirroring what we do in Grenada should be doing in the diaspora as well. So people who have not had the opportunity to go to Grenada will enjoy the duplication, you know, the processes. So I really, really want us to, this GIPC to really be that blueprint, that copy of what's happening in Grenada going forward. So then people get a taste of the Spice Isle of 50 years in here while we celebrate in Canada or United States or wherever we celebrate in 50 years. Everybody must do the due diligence and make sure that the 50th is celebrated with a vision for going forward, not with what was, but what is to be. Because your past brought you to the present. The present will not take you to the future. You cannot just rely on your past experiences only to go forward. Your condition where you are right now, you have to navigate yourself out of that. So how do I go forward? How do we go forward as a nation? What do we need to do to go forward as a nation? And that is where we have to start educating people around. And that's where you go out and need to come up with an agenda. a 5-year old, even if it's a 10-year plan first. And in 10-year plan, work out and do another 10 years. And so on and so on. So we have go back to central plan if needs be, where you have the minds in one place and one spot, cultivating the new field for going forward. I think that's probably where we have to go, you know what I mean? But as we here in Canada, we're preparing for the 50th anniversary, I would like to see more of our people engaging in activities here economically to uplift us as a people, to work together as a people, to bring more literacy programs that where we can aspire and build as one people, even when we live outside, because most people live outside greater and their population are greater.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So even in Canada, I'm sure there's probably greater could fit in Scarborough easily in 3, 4, 5 apartment buildings. Yeah? We're good. You know what I mean? So I'm just use Greater as farmland and go back and forth with a bullet train. We back there family land, come back in the evening.
We come back for dinner,
Yeah,
in the morning.
Yeah. So 5 hours in a plane to go in. If you have a bullet train taking shorter time than that. So you could actually travel for 2 hours, to go and see if you land and have a business running open and come back home in the evening. Take the train back. You know what I mean? So it's kind of thing that we have to start thinking about. You know what I mean? I mean, people want to live in Canada because it's too cold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you could always take the train and go back and live for the next 6 months in Canada. But I mean, people say, John, you're crazy. What kind of mentality is this? But think about it for a while. I mean, like, we have to create the environment that we want to live in.
Yeah.
And we have to start thinking about it and bring it to reality. Because we can't just think and don't act on what we're thinking. We can't just talk and don't act on it. Because you can always talk, always think, but if you don't act on it, you never come to pass. So have a plan, write it down, and work on it. And that's execution. Make it work. So I think, that's how we roll. That's how we develop. That's how we grow. That's how we aspire. Because I think if we take our constitution, our motto, and our pledge seriously, and we apply what he says, we could become a very better nation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's build, aspire, and achieve.
As one people.
As one people.
One people. Yeah. Under God. Yeah. If God is mentioned, I think our constitution is the most religious one. A spiritual one. But our constitution is a spiritual one.
That's spiritual.
We must have a relationship with God to do that. We can't write the God influence. It is what it is. And I think we should really get ourselves into that planning stage and seriously planning our future for the generation to come. Incorporate as much young people as possible in the planning process. That's why I think the government now should have more town hall meeting and hear from young people.
Yeah.
And hear from people on the ground what they really want to see happen to the country, in the communities, probably have more businesses operating in the community. So the money stuck in the community, more people working and less crimes in the community. Perhaps that's maybe a pilot project in St. David's, create a new green city in St. David's, And
I think we have to invest in our human resources. A lot of it, when you look at Grenada, our biggest asset is our human resource. We have the minds. You look at different economies across the Caribbean, there's Grenadians doing tremendous work there. So how we harness that influence and bring it back home.
Yeah.
So the plan is there. We just got to reach out and harness it.
One of the strengths of the PRG was bringing minds from outside the Caribbean. Because what we didn't have, we imported mindsets. To help build. And that was one part of the success of the Great Revolution. Everything wasn't insular. They imported, they brought in people from, like you said, because Jews and many other educators and many economists. Clement Cotton, Mr. Lacarbinet, and Albert James, and all these people in economics powerhouses. They brought them in from their own Caribbean to work in Grenada. You know what I mean? To help build the economy that we wanted, the kind of thing we wanted to do. We brought in people to get it done. And then gradually the marketing board, Dr. Denzel Wicks, was instrumental in this restructuring of the marketing board. He was Jamaican. You know what I mean? The agriculture school, what's the guy name? What's his name again? Bizo or something. He was brought in to transform the Maribor Training School. You know what I mean? So we brought in a lot of people that had the expertise that we needed to do what we wanted, get it done. And, I think among the Caribbean, even though people didn't use their own people they had, we were able to tap into those people and bring them in, and let it work. And we probably have to go back to doing that again,
I think the diaspora policy, because the diaspora have talented people that could develop the country as well.
Lots.
So what incentive are we going to give?
Again, yes. But the partisanism is, and not patriotism, plays a deciding factor in who we support as a people. In the PRG, you're not a party to support, you have Grenada support. You know that? One party state, you come in and you work for Grenada, you do Grenada. You know that? I was supporting the green or the yellow party and stuff like that. Build Grenada. I'm for Grenada. And that's what it is. I think democracy has its advantages and disadvantages, and that's probably one of the disadvantages that we have, that this party thing divide us and that patriotize us that we should be, you know what I mean? Go be patriotic, only party in power, we become unpatriotic, only party not in power. You know what I mean? We become a despondent and all kind of thing, we don't want to be part of these people and then they're doing this and that. We don't. I think that's one of the greatest destructive methodology that is applied to us and will apply to our system of governance. If we don't support a party, we're not going to be part of it. Building that. I think that is not good for the nation development. Whether you support a party or you support Grenada, wholeheartedly. Yeah. So that is what it is. So we have to be able to do those things in a way that we could seriously impact the lives of our people. I think that is where we should go with that. So I guess to run over the events coming up and before the 7th, after the 7th, into next year. Give us a rundown again. What is going to happen?
So we have the flag raising ceremony will be on the 7th of February. Before that, we have the church service on the 4th of February. Then we have the Independence Gala on the 10th. And then we have showcase on the 18th.
Okay. So the showcase again, is there a final venue for that yet? No?
The venue is not finalized, but we are looking at a second venue. But for now, it's at the JCA, the Jamaican Canadian Center. And we speak earlier about keeping our thing in our communities. Grenadian concentration is more in the West End and it's centralized, and more that is a Caribbean entity that supports us, and allows us to do something as one people from one region. Keeping the money in our communities, I think, is important.
Okay.
But again, it's our 50th, so we might be looking for something bigger. But when more information comes available, we'll put it out.
Okay. So the literary night, that is the reading of book, poetry, whatever persons have literary work that they have will be showcased, right?
Yes, that will be later on in the year, around March.
Right.
We haven't come with a date or venue as yet. So when time comes available, I know GMFM will always accommodate us.
Yes,
put into our information.
Yeah, every time. Yeah, every time. And I do it for the Grenada Day Culture Association. That's my contribution there. You know what I mean? Because the regular media house don't do our because it costs a lot of money. To promote and to send just get an ad in the stations and them is a lot of money, right? To promote the events. I think more people should listen to GEM FM I heard people today saying they never know about this place existing. I said, well, I told you, I said, you wasn't listening to Jam FM. You don't listen to Jam FM. If you listen to Jam FM, you know all our kitchens existing. You know what I mean? If you listen to Jam FM, you will hear what's going on in the community. You won't hear it on all the radio station right now. It's not going to happen. It's happening now in those radio stations in the city. Okay? And it's a fact. Jam FM is the only radio station carrying and news in Toronto.
Yes.
Right? We are the ones that are doing it. They're doing the promotion over there. And so I say to those organizations, please promote Jam FM within your organization. Encourage people to listen to Jam FM. I mean, yes, we send stuff through the group, but how people not in our group? People not associated with the group. How do they get information apart from that? You know what I mean? Let them listen to Jam FM.
Yeah.
We have friends who send things too, but again, Jam FM is a promotional platform for without any accredited thing to us, like saying that this is our media platform. We do that because I'm Grenadian and we do Grenadian. You know what I mean? So in exchange, just say to people, look, listen to FM for updates. You know what I mean? And so that way, more people get to listen to us, listen to what's happening, and not only hear about GIPC or the contest, but other positive stuff. Because we have a lot of positive stuff that we dish out every day. We talk about Les Brown. I mean, it's a regular speaker on Jam FM here. We use him. We play a lot of his tapes. All Nightingale. The 30-day challenge. So all this stuff on them. The secret, the biggest secret. The Think and Grow Rich from all these people, and we have all this stuff we put on a daily basis. We have music. Good calypsos, not the degrading one of women, You have all the good calypsos, because one of the things I think we do a lot in calypso, we degrade women a lot.
Yeah.
I can't promote that. You know what I mean?
But that only happens in Black music.
Yeah, we do that a lot.
Yeah, when I just rap, reggae, calypso.
Yeah.
The most sexual content.
They want us to tell us.
Yeah.
For people, that's what I say, members, I tell them, and they keep saying from Greater to me, and I say, look, bro, change that, and I will play it. So right now, it's not appealing to me. And my audience, I can't play it to them. I won't promote that. So I will, if you change the lyrics, take out the F, take out the F, take out the beat, take out the, all these things I'm telling you, I'm playing music. I will play it. It will get the airplay. I will make sure I play it. But if you have all the F and calling my sisters and my aunties and my grandmother's bitches, I can't do that.
You can, yeah.
No, I can't play that. It ain't gonna happen. I still have to be clean and nice. You could describe the event without describing the women.
The women.
You would take out the F and look, let me tell you something. Sparrow saying saltfish. Yes. Yeah. No, it left up to interpretation of the mind. If the mind is got here and you got there, that's what you think. If you think it's of your from and do something, you could think that Hudson Job do a masterpiece on the Victoria bus. You want to go on Victoria bus, you want to see, you know what I mean? So that left up to your interpretation. So when you interpret it, I did my 2 years of Canada Institute constitutional law, right? And I win all my cases. One of my biggest cases I won was Goldilocks and the 3 Bears. Now, when you're growing up and reading Goldilocks and 3 Bears, right? They tell you that Goldilocks drank the porridge and she broke the chairs. Yes? But who saw her? They saw the bed sleeping. Somebody could have come in and break up and eat all the porridge.
Yeah.
There's no evidence that she did it.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah.
She happened to be upstairs sleeping. She was tired. She got rest. She go upstairs and she go, let me rest. And I'm tired. Somebody come downstairs. They didn't trash the house that she upstairs sleeping. So it's going to be room. You understand? So how you would accuse of drinking the porridge? I mean, which woman that was so cruel to drink the porridge of the son porridge and then break up the chair with the baby chair and then go and sleep? Go and sleep. That's impossible. So unless the prosecutor have another reason to think my client, Miss Goldilocks, and a mistrial. So yeah. I can accuse Goldilocks. It's drinking the porridge and break up the chair. She didn't do it. Prove me that she do it. But you had no witness to it. She's a good girl. That good girl so advantageous that she'll break up all the chairs,
Cheers.
drink all the price. How much price you could drink? Mom, you own that, you want to steal. You know what
I still was.
So that is kind of stuff, you know what I mean? So I don't think about those stuff, you know, it's a thought process. Yeah. So we have to start thinking differently.
Change your mindset, change the narrative.
Change the narrative. And for too long, we've been capturing other people's narrative and making it ours. They sell us something and believe that what they sell us is the right thing. If it's white, it's right. If it's black, you gotta stay back, that mentality. And the music industry is known for that. They do this in all our music. A guy have a nice song. I think Shabba correct me if I'm wrong, Shabba, if you're listening, they grew up in the church, but the music wasn't selling. When they started selling all these other X-rated songs, they make billions of dollars.
Billions, yeah.
And then they still are broke. You know what I'm saying? So they make the money, but you know to keep it.
You know to keep it in the community. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you have guys who want to sing good hip hop songs, and the producers who is white producers in many cases, say, no, that won't sell. And who control the media that they want to put it on? It's the same way. So brother shoot up a brother, since all killing one another. Call the women bitches, call them hoes, call them all kind of stuff. That's what people want to.
Yeah. But that's the same thing that that singer, American singer, but he was saying that the media and the music producers of a different culture is what controls the music. So when you goes there and you sing some song, they say no, can't make it.
No, you tell you straight up.
Yeah. So
doing something else. So you're forced to change your writing style. Yeah, your vocabulary, you know, get corrupted. Right? Can't sing all kind of perverted thing to make it. To make it. Yeah.
But they say who pays the piper call the tune.
Call the tune, you know, and who make you dance, right? And
so,
that's part
yeah. Who pays the piper call the tune.
Yeah. So unless we change the piper, you know, so then all people must get in the business. And that's why I say I'll be a piper, because I'm not going to make you bring the songs and my decision to play it. I wouldn't be playing. And more of us could stop them, say, no, we're not playing a song. You're not playing a song in the dance out. You know, the radio station are playing. I mean, you are DJ saying I'm not playing those kind of songs. So they had to find something else to do. You know what music I turned down? Every day I go on my thing, there's this gang, this thing from radio say every song. I don't play it. When I listening first, I realized, no, I can't play that. Why I play that to my you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna get played. It's not gonna get played. You gotta be positive, uplifting, and encouraging. I think Black Music have a song, my music must be empowering, encouraging, motivating, everything. That's my music. You have to be influencing a generation. I ain't gonna play no music that will be dumbing down any our society. You know that. No. You gotta glorify it, magnify it in a positive way. Yeah. Our artists, our family, our children must be able to listen to it and learn from it. You know, I met people from Barbados and have conversation. Somebody say in the conversation, are you from Barbados? No, I'm not Bajan. So we learn about Barbados so much calypsos. Yeah.
But you don't know our storytellers, because that's how we used to do the stories over the years.
Yes.
Through the music.
Through the music.
But now we seem that we move away from that into singing, you know, different.
But we have to get back to it. We have to bring back that culture, that thing that make us who we are, and to dictate to us who we should be. Because at the end of the day, we need to have our voices in a positive way, speaking our truth, empowering our youths, making them feel comfortable to speak their truth, but in a clean way and respectful at the same time. See, so people like me have a responsibility, yes, socially, politically, and culturally, to help shape the younger generation.
Yeah.
You know, to influence a generation. And I could go back and a couple of years ago, 3 years ago, my daughter was also going to try to become a doctor. And I say, okay, fine. That is what you want to be. I think you should stick to it. And one morning, I go into first day of school. So I drive my way up to Technic 400, go up to York University. That's where she goes. She said, Daddy, I'm not going to York. I said, what do you mean I'm not going to York? What happened? We pay this, we pay that. And she said, no, I changed. I said, what you changed to? She said, well, you build in GMFM. I'm the future of it. So I got to study about it. She changed to go and study radio broadcasting and journalism.
Wow.
At Humber. She graduated this year. You understand? So you see the influence?
Yeah.
We have to create the environment. And they see your dedication. They see what you do. You put the effort, the time you put into it. If my daddy put in his time and I say that's like he can't leave me his job, but he can leave me his identity. I must as well learn it, study it. Even though it's my own dream, but I must study that because this is gonna be mine. You know that? So now she go back to do what she medical now.
Wow.
I'm a doctor now. So she learned this so she could know how this work. When you take it over, she know how it works and nobody can fool her in it.
No to fool her into it. Yeah.
You know that? So she know what it takes to build it, what to have it go in the right way. I mean, right now we're knocking heads about the way forward for it. Yeah, I have a thinking. She has a thinking, a futuristic thinking of how things should be done. I said, but we still cater for the old people, like me. So we have to bridge the gap.
Yeah.
For two, because want certain things in your generation, and in my generation, I still want to do certain things. You can amputate the whole body, the whole
the whole thing.
So that's how I struggle. I putting things together. That's you see things from two different points of view.
Two different lens.
The same system. Yeah. So my thing is that I tell her already. I say, and I tell my young one now, asking 7 years old, ask her what she want to be, what I have now. What are you interested in right now? She said, I don't know. I want to be a teacher, but that's for now. Yeah. I don't want to do, since she was 10, talk about she want to become a gynecologist doctor. You understand? She want to be that. And she want to be it today still. That's what she want to be. So that's what she's going to do. You see? So train up the child in the way she goes, not to beat them with Bible verses. That is part of a thing, but not the whole thing.
It's not the whole thing.
No.
Not solo the scripture.
No.
Not the scripture alone.
Not the scripture alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's things that they want to be the one have too. And that doesn't include becoming a pastor. It doesn't become a Bible school teacher. But other things that will help them along the way. I always say to my daughter, I can't leave you my job. It's not mine. I go to the performer to do something, to sell my skills. Yeah, my talent. I trade my talent, not my time, you tell me not mine. My talent, they don't hire me for the time. When I go for a job, they ask me how much time I have. They ask me what skill I bring into the enterprise. What contribution can I make? Because the boss have the same amount of time I have, 24 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours on a job. You have the same amount of time. But what value am I bringing to the enterprise? That's what they want, the value from me. And when I live with my value still. Yeah? I can't go with the company.
Correct.
Take experience from there to go with. I could leave something there, but they will miss because they won't be having the same quality that I brought. You see? But if I build something for you, it's yours to live for you.
To live.
And that's the difference. Legacy. What am I living? I have a magazine company, I have a radio station and a TV station in the development stage. Yeah? Did I just say that? Yeah, it's there already. Registered, we just not right? It's there. But it's I mean, I heard people talk about it, and I think they tell me one day, John, don't talk about it on the TV thing. Do it. Surprise some people. Everything you doing telegraphy move, somebody go and do it and say, I was the first. Well, I learn to keep my my dreams and my people and then do it. When it happen, Yeah. I mean, we've been around for the last 4 years. We had it. Just recently, my time expiring for the special I had signed up for to do it. But I got to put my license got it in now, so we had to put programs in place to get it set up properly. So when you go on your TV, you could go click and TV.
Great.
So it's a work in progress. A lot of work. It's not easy. And you meet people like that and say, well, I talked to you already. He said, yeah, but it was too hard. A lot of work. You see, a lot of people see you doing something. I think it's easy. Because you see in front of the mic, they see you in front of the mic, I think it's easy. you know, the planning that goes behind the maintenance of the whole thing is different.
It's different.
I could tell most is been, but I can't put this over.
You could come by gas.
You see what I tell you, ball tires. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I don't want to drive much business I can't maintain.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I could buy one tomorrow morning. I could go to the bank and say, hey, let me $50,000, $100,000. Yeah, I could buy, but then I don't pay to keep it on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that. You know, it's easy. You could go and get a loan to do anything. Once you have the credit, you could get it. Yeah, but how am I going to keep it up?
Yeah, we're going to pay for it too.
We're going to pay for it in the end.
Yeah.
You know, everything is easy to get in this place, you know. It's
keeping it.
Your keep, you know?
Yeah.
Not easy. So unless you have a supreme godfather somewhere around that that will, without any effort whatsoever, you could get it done. It's a different story, you know? So I say to people, do it right. You know, make sure you have it nailed down right. Get it, pen on people, have your plan up. And right now I have this big stuff in front of me. I watch it every day. Jam FM building, you know, Jam FM, Genesis Magazine, Education Celebration, it's right there in front of me. I see it every day. Every my wife comes in, we don't come and see the seat right there. The future of Jam FM is right in front of us. You know what I mean? So when you look at it, it's on the wall.
It's on the wall.
It's on the wall. So everybody knows that's what we're going to. So I think that's what families have to get involved in. And Grenada need to have a plan that people could buy into. A vision of the population. No, during the PIJ, they had every year, they name the year, right?
Yeah.
Education, production, you have the international airport, you have, so they work towards that, they galvanize the community, the nation around that idea. International is in part and parcel of the development of that team for the year. Everybody know what the team for the year, what we're working towards, and people work towards it.
What?
You know?
But that is vision and articulating and harnessing your resources also.
Yeah.
You know.
Supreme management. Is this some people feel that God will come down from heaven and just do things for you? No, God is in you already, and He tell you what to do, and you don't want to do it. You for some supreme other being somewhere to come and put stuff in you to get it done. He said, write a plan, make it plain, write it down, and get it done.
Get it done.
You know, I'm a kind of a funny. I look at things differently. As a Christian person, I operate differently. Yeah, I believe in writing my stuff down and work on it. Ask God for it, but I'm going to sit down and wait till He come and drop it in my lap for me. It ain't going to happen. I want to start working the plan, write up on the wall, make the vision plain. The wife see, daughter see, everybody know what I'm going to. You see right here, Unison? Before we play. This jar here, everything I asked God for until 2008, I have it in this jar here. All the I ask for God for, I work in that plan, I get them. I have them, I put them on a stone. Every stone inside it, there's new 2 stones. Everything inside this jar, right down. So when my tail out, my kid ask me, what is for? I say, look at it. Genesis, when Genesis come up in the jar, why are all these stones? I said, go through it. Say, my name is there too? Yeah, I pray to God for you, you know, the house, everything, the date and time, you know, when I asked for it. May 2000, receive red car, right? Convertible. I have all this stuff here written on the stone. They all written up, all different things on the stone. Genesis, December 2019, 2022, 2002. Rent increase freeze, yeah? All of that happened, all different things, right? $3,000 for immigration, you know? All this stuff from here. December 3rd, 2007, 300C, the car, you know? So all this stuff, all my blessings, most of them have them
captured.
Right them down here, on a stone. So my children will come up there and say, well, you know, that is what Daddy prayed for, that's what Daddy got, so I'm going to do the same thing too.
Yeah.
Duplication. You know, I get kind of comfortable with myself. I have to go back to writing down my stuff and then
we
don't store right down there. So when they come and see, they put in some books away, but I see, but the store is written like the store they see when they come in the office. Is there? What, you know, these copper stones doing? I might get a bigger jar just now. You know,
But that's why journaling is so important
Very much so. That's very history.
for us.
You know, James Gordon said to me one time, something I was saying, he said, John, Brother John, the stalest ink is better than the greatest memory.
Mhm.
Say, if we didn't have history written down, a lot of stuff would have been lost. Because men do remember everything. You know? I think Shadow wrote a song, Memories Don't Leave. Is Shadow? You could take away sunshine, take away this, but you can't take away my dream or something like that. Right? Take everything from me, but you can't take away my dream. You know, and I think another song said, you could take my wife, I think Shadow, take my life, take everything, but that me, my vision, my dream, you can't take it from me.
You can't.
You know, you can't take it. You do all kinds of stuff for me. You can imprison me, but you can't imprison my mind.
You can't imprison mind.
You know, and that's one of the things, you know, that we have to be mindful about in the going forward. In 50 years, our minds must be free, so we could be able to think big and have bigger things, you know, and create a different kind of thing. So again, man, I hope I'll have you back again. Perhaps a Saturday morning. Again, when we have more people listening at the time, and I hope I get Maria to come on again, because I know they have some plan for 2024 as well.
Yes,
so,
yes.
Again, I will hope we have you on her back here. Perhaps Saturday morning, 9 o'clock, I'll be having Kente Claus.
Oh, Kente Claus.
Yeah, but we're talking about something else, not Kente Claus.
Kente Claus.
No, we're talking about something more political and legal. Some laws got passed in Ontario here, make it coming for Black people. So we talk more about that Saturday morning. So probably it's coming from 9 o'clock. So if you want to join me 9 o'clock in the morning, you could join me at that time too. So we get first-hand information as to him and what he's doing in terms of, because he's Grenadian too, right?
Yes, I met him a few times.
Yeah.
I think I have his contact, but I never engage him. But
so that would be a good time for you to engage him next Saturday, 9 o'clock. Come on at 9 o'clock with him and then talk to him about what he's doing and stuff like that. You could probably ask him questions. I probably hope Genesis will be here with him, because Genesis had interviewed him before at the Roy Keep honorary thing with Jane Augustine, and she had interviewed him then, and she and him are always in contact, you know, what he's doing and stuff like that. So yeah, I would like to have you back on Saturday morning with him.
Yeah, thank you for having me, John. It's always been a pleasure sitting and discussing issues with you. You know, I learn a lot being here with you. You always been a source of information.
Well, thank you very much. I sometimes, you know, I'm sitting here and I blow my own horn, my imagination. People call me from everywhere. John, what was that date? Wasn't that in grade again? Who was this person? You know, and it sounds like you know, Hudson Judge, right? I heard today they had a conversation that he was there, and the guy called Hudson Judge was there yesterday. You know, he wasn't there yesterday.
No, I wasn't. Yeah.
Peter and him were having that conversation at the restaurant, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now we're Queen's Park, and Peter said, "No, let me call Hudson Judge." You talking nonsense. Let me get Hudson Judge on the phone. And then, you see, Hudson Judge, people know him for information.
Sure.
They want something to call Hudson Judge.
Yeah.
Hudson Judge, you know, with the Prime Minister's speech about he made in St. Lucia, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Hudson Judge said the Prime Minister is not wrong. He's right. What he said is right. You know, what's wrong with that? He might make a political statement, you know? And Hudson go back to the history of the opposition leader. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Not St. Lucia. He finally came to work in St. Lucia. His mother didn't born there. He's a foreigner. You know what I mean? And you can't equate that with Morris Bishop. Bishop Francis Grenadian, they born and raised Grenadian. He come and he died, he fought for Grenada. You can't use that analogy. It's two different things altogether. So Hudson Judge was like, yeah, he's right. This is what happened. And you know, and you can't fault the Prime Minister for it. You know, because what he says is what he's meant. You know, but he wasn't racist in making it, but he made a national statement, a patriotic statement he made. You know, you can just say you're running for, but when time comes to be patriotic for the country and die for it, you're not going to die for it. You're going to run. You know?
But I think it depends on the lens you look at it from.
Yes.
right? So because the Prime Minister had a statement the other day, not a but an interview.
Mm.
They had a press conference, sorry, and
Yeah.
he said he gave an explanation for what he said. You know, but it's here, not there.
Yeah, but again, you know, like I said, a level of interpretation. Goldilocks could have been the mother, she could have been. You know what I mean? I always go to my Goldilocks story when I have to do things.
Yeah, or they say, who framed Roger Rabbit? Is who
Exactly.
framed Goldilocks?
You know what I mean? So again, it's you know, what you believe in, what you know. Yeah. It's crazy work, but that's what it is. You can't change that, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, man. So it has been a plum pleasing pleasure, what a privilege being here with you again. And folks, this is Caribbean, this is Gem FM, and we do Afro beat. So this evening we dedicated time to Mr. Unison White. Why are you going white, man? Mr. Joseph, from the GPC, the Greater Association, the Disaster Preparedness Committee. He wear many hats, and he's here with me today, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to communicate with you. Those of you looking in Toronto for events coming up for the 50th anniversary of independence, there's no other place to look for more information on Gem FM. You get it, you take our page or Gem FM page or John Kelly's page, it will be all there. You know, on the Gem, listen to our radio station, gemfm.ca, www.gemfm.ca, 24 hours of radio programming, religion, soca, music, gospel, soca, Afro, soca, beats, everything happening on Gem FM, preaching, seminars, motivational speeches, we have it all together right here on Gem FM. And I say it to say that there's no other radio station in the city that does what we do. You know, they don't do it. So
I agree.
We do all of that. They could turn to any radio station tomorrow morning. I never hear the things that we here have to say here. You don't hear it nowhere else. And even though they're black, they're still free to play a Malcolm X on the radio station. They feel they can't do it because they're struck by certain laws that they impose on them. They can't say certain, they can do certain things, they can't play certain music. They do certain. We don't submit to that. You know what I mean? I know that the government try to censor everything. I write certain things and they censor it can't be out there. So, but don't worry, the book is coming.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, the book is coming. Who influencing you? That's the whole influence is a number of my pieces that I wrote. Yeah, different things. And politics, economics, social commentaries and stuff like that. I put everything together in one book. Yeah. And that doesn't include my military one. That is gonna be published after I left building.
The Sanzu story, or we're gonna call it the George story.
The John story.
Yeah,
this one, the military one, it'll be my involvement, my getting involved in the revolution, being part of it, and the demise. So that capture a whole set of stuff inside of that. But that would not be published while I'm alive. I could tell you that. There's a lot of stuff that is out there that is not being told, and but I have to be mindful of a family to take care of. You know what I mean? You can't just go see I think that you'll get
in trouble.
Yes. I don't feel any trouble in it. I just a man must provide and protect his family.
Yes. Yes.
I use wisdom, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's the wisdom part I have to use here. Use the wisdom. But even because I don't do that yet, don't do that. You check, make sure that the course is clear, the thing is clear.
So you're gonna so you said it's gonna be a choppy water, choppy ride.
Yeah.
It'll be a rough ride.
It'll be a rough ride for a lot of people. They won't be able to handle it, But it is there. And I consult the people to put in the pieces that I just making sure they're comfortable with me putting it in, because some things that they did not know that I know that they don't know they didn't know that certain things happen that I know it happened. So again, a lot of people get blamed for things that they didn't even do. And I always say the general make an innocent jail, time battle make an innocent jail. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of stuff, and they make jail for who they were prior to 79, not for what happened in the military.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the truth. The fear. They get jailed for their fear.
Mm-hmm.
If you leave them out, in the society, they could repeat the process again.
Just,
And that is still, the fear is still there. You hear it the utterances, even in the most recent documentation of the New Today. You know, people making the editorial and other things, you see the write-up. This fear is still there. You know, because now those men are more mature, more understanding, more knowledgeable, they're more educated now. So they become more dangerous.
more dangerous.
But the fear when they was young and was that dangerous, imagine now that they can become more educated, more scientific, more metaphysical now than they was then. They're more dangerous.
They're more dangerous.
Yeah. And the young people like me who are following them are more educated. You know what I'm saying? So here I am with a media house that could contribute and put the message out. So I have held several functions here for them in anniversary sessions that they spoke and brought in all the ex-Roshan from around the world and the Roshan to speak at this platform. You know what I mean? And if you ever follow them, but if you go on YouTube, you will see them. With them all here, with the same set of people.
With the same set of people.
Yeah. A friend of mine called me because I was telling him something I did in the Roshan, my position, where I work. He didn't believe me. So one night, March 13, 2020, because I was just into this system of working this script, right? This radio thing with Zoom and all kinds. So I didn't know how to do it well. So I called my technical guy to help me. And during the course of preparation for that stuff, he called me one morning and he said, John, you know something? People didn't believe in you, what you said, that you was part of this thing with this man and them. But I hear foresight. Because you was there with the discussion we was having, preparing for this stuff. So on my way to work in Monday morning, he called me. I said, you know, people didn't believe you was lying in church. For my involvement in the thing. They didn't believe. But when you hear us having all these discussions, and my involvement in the thing, you realize, well, this guy is no ordinary guy. This guy is talking the truth. Because now you hear proof, not from me now, from the people around me.
From people around.
And that was the older men, the leaders of the ocean. The so-called, what you call RMC, Central Committee men. You know what I mean? So, you know, you hear all of that, he was convinced with this brother on the line. I said, well, let's tell you some people what you heard.
Yeah. Who here tell the others?
Oh, yeah, man, who tell you? I think Lele was in that. Who tell you? Who tell the others? You know?
Who tell the others?
So yeah, and people don't know, and I tell you something. I had Bonacol here several times. And if you ever saw any of our shows with him.
Yes.
Right? So I am not afraid. I know there's some people who are afraid for me, but I'm not afraid. I know who I am. I know what the truth is. You know, I'm not afraid to confront and to have a discussion with anybody on the topic. Yes, I'm not afraid because I know I have the truth. Not all the truth, but I have my truth. I know what from my vantage point. Yes, what I saw, what I know, what I did there, and that's my angle. Somebody have a different angle. You put all together and make it a full story.
Yeah.
And so that's my thing. And I tell my truth, that's what it is. You know, people may have see from different things and have different things and where they are. But people who actually play the part won't tell, I'm part of the players. So I'm going to tell my story from my vantage point.
Great.
You know, people may not agree with me because they want to hear, I know what they want to hear. Yes.
That someone mentioned that before. Don't matter what, I think it was Peter David that says, don't matter what you tell somebody about the revolution, they won't believe you.
No.
Because they already has the preconceived notion what it is already.
Yeah.
So, you know.
They believe what they want to believe because what they was told. They will go with that and not listening to what you say, you know. So that's the thing. I'm not troubled. I'm doing what I gotta do.
Good.
Yeah. I'm doing what I gotta do. So I'm good. Yeah, man. So again, nice having you here. I'm hoping that we'll have you back again next Saturday morning with Kanti. Claus, Mr.
Kente Claus.
Yeah. I think his father, they had owned Blue Daniel.
Blue Daniel Bakery.
Yeah. I think he was the youngest son or no,
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Sometimes my mind travels, and I think our family had a bakery too. We owned the first bakery in St. Andrews. Yeah. And everybody left it and come to America and they dead.
Wow.
They died. Die poor and broke because they're going to build a damn enterprise. I was too young to take it up. I was like 6, 7 years old when my boys started shedding out, traveling out and living in the bakery. Grandma died. My uncle stayed in the house until she died. Hurricane had to put one of you, build one for himself. The bakery crumbled right under his foot.
Wow.
He's the last child. He never do anything in the bakery. Never sell a bread after that. He never bake a bread after that.
Wow.
And I go back to Green in 2011 with my wife to show her, introduce the family and I said, this is where the bakery was and and everybody. I remember both bosses, 6, 7 of them line up on Saturday evening to get bread. I remember going on as far as Munich and Conference, Montreal to deliver bread.
Wow.
The week. With my uncle. Yes. There was only bakery in St. Andrew. Didn't have Miss Mary came after Mr. John came after Miss. The chair Miss Midri was the same, but our reach was greater than Miss Midri Bakery. Miss Midri, that is Garden Bakery. And these two bakeries was competing, but we had a wider reach because the guy's family had the transportation. Move. Yeah, they didn't have that. So there was locally, up to the Lafayette stretch, go to Parklet, but we'll go out into Parklet as well. You know what I mean?
And sell.
Munich, Brush Grove. We were selling. Wow. You know what I mean? And then this auntie left, and this uncle left, and this one left, and these cousins left, the grandchildren left, and my grandma died, and everything just fall apart.
Wow. But you see, that's women in general is a glue to a family,
Yeah, man.
That holds a family together.
Say what you want.
Say what,
I tell people all the time, women's power is as tough as men's power. I think sometimes we say women are weakly sexy. It doesn't mean that they're physically weak, They're more tender.
Yeah.
They're more soft. You treat them with care. But I want to leave the same 50 pounds. I drive the same car, fly the same plane. Intelligent as you are. I could match that. Yeah? So when a woman comes to you intelligent, she don't come to compete with you, she come to help you.
To help you.
Embrace the intelligence that she has. So that's why it's important for a man to have a plan. And have a plan. When she comes, she knows when God created Eve, Adam was really working in the garden, She didn't mean a broke unemployed man, She mean a working man.
A working man.
You know that? Adam was working.
Yeah. But he was lonely.
He was lonely. God said, I can't let this brother go up like that. I gotta give him a helpmate. The relationship. I tell you something. Adam pushed Eve under the bus still too. He get all the instructions. Eve didn't get the instruction he got, He had to tell her what the instruction was. He screwed up. And the devil knew he couldn't go with the man with the plan. Because the man wouldn't listen to it. He tried twice and he failed. He tried with Adam and he failed with Adam. He tried with Jesus and he failed with Jesus. Yes? He tried with Job again and he failed with Job. So he realized that the man is not that easy. You can't break the man, you can break the woman. He tells Job's wife, he caused God and dead. Look at what he did with Eve. He go to Eve. Said, no, God lied, man. You could, if you eat that, you won't die today. You won't die. You won't surely dead. He didn't talk about physical, spiritual death, separation from God.
From God.
When Adam thing and God come looking for him, God is come and talk to Adam every day. Come on, he ask you, Adam, where are you? First he said, the woman you gave me.
He believed you.
That's your responsibility for his crops.
Yeah.
Who you want it was? Yeah. He give you one to blame. Say, you want to give me? Make me do it. But I didn't give her the instruction. I gave you the instruction, Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Job could have caused God dead, but God, Job knew what he had a position. He know he's a man of God. If friends say tell you must have done something wrong, that's what happened to you. And then back then you had to be seen into what happened to you.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the case with Job. Satan had a conversation with God about Job. He said, check him. Or he said, have a hedge of protection around him. Remove it and see what still serve you. He said, okay, go ahead. Are you removing it? Check him out. But don't touch his soul. His soul is mine. Yeah? Touch the physical. Touch everything. His livestock, his children, everything. Kill all Job children, you know.
Yeah.
You guys say, cause God, they can't handle it. So, you see that? And it's typical of women today. If you broke, they leave you and go.
Yeah. You're walking, no.
Okay. Right there.
Yeah.
You can't provide and protect anymore. I'm gone. I'm looking for an next person to provide, to protect.
To provide, yeah.
You understand? But she forgot that what you want for her, she's the helpmate. When he done, they'll pick up the slack. But they gone until I'm back on my feet again. You know, that part of it, they don't remember that. They come to be a helpmate. They didn't really run away, mate. They come to be a helpmate. You know? So we are educated all women. Don't run.
Yes. Stand by your side. Stand by my side.
Yeah, man.
Stand by your man. Yeah.
13. Rise up for stand by me.
Stand by me.
The women today want the traditional treatment, but they want to be a modern woman with the traditional treatment from the man. They don't work that way. If you want traditional, be traditional. You can't be more asking for traditional treatment. It don't happen that way.
It don't happen that way.
No, it don't happen that way. So all this stuff, you know, our men and our women combination have to work together in unison to make it work. You know, and we can't just say, well, you know what, it's a man's job, the man's work anymore. You have to help. You have to be the helpmate. You know?
Be helpmate.
So, and you know, they say all women problem is men, menopause, menstruation, everything wrong with it.
That's a whole different topic.
Yeah. yes, a whole different topic. You know, so it is what it is. You know, our life is consumed of different menus. You know, and it's a buffet. Life is a buffet. You know, choose what you want to live.
Choose what you want.
Yeah. And what work for you, work for me. I mightn't like all the sweet and the pepper, but I could drink all the sweet or pepper. You know what I mean? So all depends who cooking the food.
Who cooking the food? So that the chef make a difference.
Yeah, chef make a difference.
That's why you gotta check Ola's kitchen.
Yes, exactly. You know, yesterday we had the same discussion. So guys saw me drinking a soup. Then I had an oil on. He said, that's the second place. I said, when you come to Ola's kitchen, you can't live you don't eat everything. Everything is good. You have to eat a part of it.
Yeah, the top of time.
You taste the curry goat and the pilau. You have to eat the soup, the cabbage dumpling, everything on a portion.
Yeah. I was there Friday night.
Yeah.
And Saturday. No, Saturday was there. So today.
Yeah. Sunday. Yeah. So it's what it is. You know, you can't just the food tastes good that you can't just take one piece of something and go whatever is there, one piece of everything. And and I said this that there was a Ghanaian restaurant in Toronto, yeah. But I think that I've been tasting food to arrive at a award this year, you know, and I tell you the truth between me and you, I concluded that Ola's kitchen is it.
Is it now? She has it.
Yeah, they weren't going to her period for that, you know.
Yeah, but she's very given to support the community.
Exactly.
You know
what the restaurant of the year can go to. I taste. I've done the Shepherd one. I've done the one down on Western Road, and those in the vicinity, you know.
Yeah.
Restaurant and stuff like that, and we concluded that they can, and they don't know who I am, so I go taste, ask questions and stuff like that, you know, see how they treat their customers and stuff like that, you know. And you know, that's that's it.
Yeah. Ola is very welcoming.
Yeah. And she has she's special way of talking to people she regulars.
We call it colloquial way.
Colloquial way of doing it. Hey, why would I buy it? But come on, get your thing. You know, it make you feel part of the enterprise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a grain and balance. You feel greater. You feel greater when you come in. You know, you don't feel. I see people come in today and Like, so nice, and if people are drawn to what they know.
Yeah.
Comfortable. People sit down. People sit down there from since 8 o'clock this morning, 10 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
People get up before me and they leave after me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because the environment
is
welcoming.
Yeah.
And that's what you want to go to a restaurant, you go sit down and converse, have fun, see women dancing, and they take up the mic and start singing for themselves. It tells you how people feel about your establishment.
Yes.
It's
very good. I enjoy going to Olas all the time. I live Berry, and I drive down to Ola for an hour or so.
Yeah.
And come back home.
That's my regular trip twice a week, Berry. Yeah, they go to the Bad Boys store all the time.
Oh, I know they're closing down.
Yeah. A lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're not really fully closing, they're restructuring. So doing some restructuring things, and a lot of things, a lot of soil is shifting. You know what I mean? The soil is shifting rapidly. Yeah. A lot of soil is shifting there, but I'm still there. You know what I mean? I'm still there, so there's not much I could say. As I'm in the house, I would like to talk about it, but as of now, I I keep my mouth closed.
You have the non-disclosure clause. In your contract.
I don't. So I can't say anything, towards that. To that thing, I could. Yeah, I'll leave it like it's as is.
As is.
Until further notice. But I wish the best for it in the restructuring process, that it will return to normalcy and people will be served better.
Yeah.
That's my hope, that it will be done good, and that it will survive the rocky. I go back to this brother again, James Gordon. I think it's from Shantimel or somewhere on there, or Victoria or somewhere. James Gordon. Say rough seas make good sailors. If the boat hit the bad water and the sail is torn and the boat get battered, and I say, you know what, I jump in that ship. You'll never learn to navigate a storm again in your life.
Yeah.
If you stay on it and then walk it through the storm, you will make it. The next time a storm comes again, you know how to deal with it. But if you never deal with a storm and never go through it and have the experience of it, you can't deal with it.
Yeah, I never ever read the Stoic principles of life. Where he talks about a ship is always safe in the harbor. Yeah, that's not what ships are made for.
No, plane always safe on the ground. You're not meant to fly. Cars meant to be lived in. Cars meant to be driven. Boat need to be sailing.
Yeah.
And notice that anything that is not being driven or work, whatever the purpose is for it not being used, it decays. And die. Yeah. It's dry up like a soul. Langston Green, Hughes. Yeah, the Raising the Sun. I love this. So a lot of stuff we gotta get tough up and do things, I mean, a lot of people go through some hard times and they recover. They go through the process, the tough time, and they survive it, And when they come out on the other side, they get caterpillar. He crawl on the ground for many years, right? And they get on the tree, stop eating dust, stop eating the leaf on the ground, get in that cocoon, and come out a butterfly on the other end. So the incubating process is not an easy one. The cocoon life is not an easy process.
It's not an easy process.
It's a tough process, and a lot of us got to go. I'm going through that right now, but perhaps in the next 5-10 years, you might see and say, holy shit, this guy been through a lot. The people who know will tell you this is a struggle. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me, all this year is that, and I say, no, it's a struggle. What this person doing, I know this person's struggle is not my struggle. Some people have uncles and aunties that could do them right, I do it solo. So I know how to do it again if I fall.
If it fails, yeah.
Yeah, I know how to repeat the process. Don't I ask if he lose everything to his first wife or someone else, or with this I start over again. I know that before. Yeah. When you will learn to walk, when I learn to walk.
When I learn to walk. Everybody walk at different pace at different times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a good friend of probably you might do this, brother. He never in paradise, go they say he could never walk. He never want to walk. 2-3 years not walking, but he like mango. One day, nobody had to bring mango for a mango fall, go get it before anybody else get it. Yeah, you run for a mango and come back.
You run for the mango, come back.
Yeah. Because he love the mango.
He love, yeah.
He want to get the mango for himself. Anytime they give mango for him, he say, boy, can't walk. 3 years, mm-hmm. Walking, creeping around the house. Mango fall right, you go and get it for himself. So yeah. Everybody have what you're interested in will make you to move to the next level. Yeah. Your interests will cause you. But
it's what you put in life do you get back.
You know,
yeah, whatever you put in.
What you sow, you reap. Yeah, well, no sowing, no reaping.
No reaping.
Yeah, you have to sow something. That's why life is not complicated. Life is challenging, but not complicated. Mm-hmm. Some complicated life, but it's not a complicated thing, it's a challenging thing. Mm-hmm. And the faster you overcome the challenge, understand the challenge, it's better for you. Mm-hmm. So that's important to associate yourself with people your level and above. Mm-hmm. Yeah. People who always you can look up to, and people always reach down and peel you up. You know, you want people who in the bottom pull in your leg. Want people that will say, "Come on, John, you can do it. Come on, give me a hand." Yeah. And then
give me a hand up.
Yeah. And I look along at somebody to pull them up. And look to push them down. You know, right. And I tell people, see, I stand tall, I stand on the shoulder of a giant. I can't push him down. I was getting higher. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we have to be able to do that. You have to be able to cooperate and lead people up, come together, help people, build people up, encourage them. Even though they have money, encourage them. You know, the little things that words could do for somebody, empowering somebody is so great. Than don't give them nothing, don't say nothing, or pushing them down, making them feel insignificant. Who she thinks she is, who he think he is. If you I think someone said that the sweetest tomatoes come from the worst of the crap. Mm-hmm. Because donkey dung, horse dung, whatever it is, man, you can put it on this stuff. You wouldn't but the nurture. Yeah. The nice carrot we eat and the nice tomatoes we eat in is donkey dung and horse dung and sheep dung.
Chicken.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But you know if that same carrot fall on a piece, we throw it away.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what nurture is.
That's what nurture is. Yes.
Stuff, if you go through life and look at the things that happen in life and the circle of life and things that happen, and I say, you know what? I think I can take some crap from this person and grow. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Exponentially. Let's grow. Big. Yeah, that crap is good for me. Mm-hmm. And grow with it. Sometimes you have to think about the crap that you get sometimes. Say, you know what? I understand you. You're my motivator. You're the one that propelled me. I'm going to take that. Mm-hmm. If you see for what it is, in a negative, that's what's going to happen. You're negative, but if you see, that is nutriment. I could rise with this. I could put it on my feet, I will stamp it and go higher, and just keep elevating yourself through it. So when people say, Jeremiah from I say, about me, I don't care. Oh, what do you think? I care who I am.
Yeah.
If you positively encourage me, fine, I got that too, but that will make me go to stretch, If you give me negative, I know how to turn lemon into lemonade. I would make some money with lemonade. You know what I mean? Made one lime, but one juice. So, that's where you go. Mm-hmm. Basically, we gotta just do what we gotta do and just become.
Yes.
The finished product have to be finished.
It have to be finished.
And just keep on plugging away, keep on running, keep on doing what you're doing, and go in. It'll be great. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So
we'll be okay.
We'll be fine. Mm-hmm. Oh, life is a sucking out straight line, guys. Sometimes the things that happen us on our way, if we go to follow it, straight line will fall off the edge already.
Yes.
Yeah, man. So, my brother, it has been again a pleasure being here with you. So,
always a pleasure having to be here, John. Thank you for the continued support that you give to the different organizations.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, man. So Blessings for the night, my brother.
All right, take care.
I think we have the next meeting they have is in person, right? On the 7th?
On the 7th.
7th, yeah.
We hoping to see you, John. I know you have an observatory, but you could observe from the room, inside the room too.
Yeah, I've been to one in person already, But
yeah,
when I have to leave from Highway 7, when I finish work, it's finished work 7 o'clock.
Oh.
The time I travel down, if the road is clear, get down here by 8 o'clock. And that's to my location.
Yeah.
2 minutes to get down to the
consulate.
Consulate, Only if I leave early, leaves 5 o'clock, then I could come down and reach down there in time.
Okay.
But when your boss is depending on you for that time I plan to leave early and then say, we need this for tomorrow morning. And this customer want this customer want that, and I gotta get ready and I have to do it. So yeah, so everybody has go left already. I'm the last person in that department that is there, so I have to get it done.
You gotta get it done.
Yeah, so
all right.
I have to do that.
Yeah.
The job comes with certain things in it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. All right, brother. Blessings.
All right, blessings, John.
Thank you and welcome. Thank you for the offer that and accepting me come in.
Anytime.
Things,
Yeah, thank you for allowing me to share part of your platform.
Yeah, man. Anytime.
Okay, my brother.
Any development, let me know. We go change it. We'll put it out here. All right.
All right, my brother.
Yeah, man.
All right, bless.
One love. Yeah.
Pimps in the crib, man. Drop it like it's fall.
Would never give me peace, my God, please you give me inside. Oh Jesus, your name is a refuge from all of my enemies. I hide in you, so I
Good night, Louis, North Ambrose. Or they're in Hamilton. Pleasant good night to you. Joseph Moore.
This side for the Hey,
Yes, it's an Afro beat. 11:31. Half an hour to go.
Would never give me peace, my God, please you give me inside. Oh Jesus, and your name is a refuge from all of my enemies. I hide in you, so I it's time for you, so we will. Me and my friend are trying to Yami, I get you one more say. I read a woman back. Yami, me. As I'm sure I'm attacking. I am in a wire. Gana for Wonka. Hey, I don't mind. I don't know. I am in a wire. Gana for Wonka. Hey. Hey, and I met that's your mother body. What's the video for Sunday? Mummy, not tomorrow. And I met that's your mother body. Video for Sunday, Mummy, not tomorrow. Yeah, I know why you want that. So, I mean, I just watch them over. After that, the mambo, don't got on a ming anymore. You were changing a mama, I've been a long time, Mamma Muslim, who Jabba make it. I cannot do my. I put you on a burning at you. He made me the green and the head of the thing. I goodness and mercy that follow me. Yeah, my shop me put you now. I me burning to the baby. And I made that's your mother body. What's your video for Sunday? You're not tomorrow. That's your mother body. What's your video for Sunday? You're not tomorrow. Yeah, I know why you do that.
Just a quick reminder, December 9th, 2023, JMFM Red and White up here, happening on the 9th of December, 2023 at New Life Washington Center, 925 Western Road. And the price of admission is $60. You can get the ticket at Eventbrite, yeah? Or you can contact our Kitchen 477 Oakwood Avenue and get your ticket there. $60, $30 for children. Yeah. So also on the 2nd of December, the New Life Worship Center is also hosting their Christmas dinner as well. It's $40 to get in. And they say they're serving at 5 o'clock. Dress to impress. Yes, that's what happening. Yes, it's happening. So that is 2 of the other events that I have coming up. And there is some more. I'll give you some of this later on.
Even if I walk to the valley of death, I know that you cry, say you be me still try. You might blow on in your passion. I couldn't make you no cry, still try. Say you will be making no cry. You might blow on in your and die. I know that's all you do. Don't be that you don't be that yeah, when you need the on Tonko now, on any CCTV, and the one is even if I walk to the valley of death, I know every day I yeah, when you need the on Tonko now, on any CCTV, and the one is even if I walk to the valley of death.
Yes, even though walk to the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. The Lord is with me. They run on my staff. They comfort me.
Thomas almost sent me to the time about me. Between many tribute, Charlie, the surround of family, the media, senior, and if you grab many chair, when I may want to make one company system chair, woman, it's I mean, one amount of travel to friend. What would the men put your time from them? One of the come up for one name up for chair. Mamente what na mente what o kana se mu se fa ko sancha ne mishima no onyame na na wahye me bonte na tia no ansana di mi dine be ko be tia no kai se wo hwe me wo be du na wo tia no el shada le wonyame dia on jonko na on no on ni mi di
I don't know what you're going through tonight, this morning. But you lift you up to a higher level. He is the rewarder. For them that diligently seek after him, he's the provider.
That's what everything nice, everything fresh. Too much money, no problem. The old and the fresh, I don't buy them. All them chat, top in them. And now I see oh, I know yeah. And now I see oh, we're turning around my story. From studio to studio, trying to make a song for the radio. On my knees, I've been praying for the Father to bless me. But again, no, is you, especially doing every my nature. One man time, if you know, give up, you can matter. Those silence, don't get through. I do not make it up, it won't be on time. And I feel, I know, yeah.
Nipa nyinaa dɔ wo adue nipa nyinaa so kan wa boy ɛnyɛ wadwene sɛ wɔduru awie wiase abrabɔ so nyame nka ho a wosika wodi berɛ bi bi ka hyɛ ɔdo ɛbɛ wiaseɛ na wo nenam kwa ho a wɔde mo nyɛma kɔ atɔwerɛ kyɛ mu ato wonam daade wɔnhyɛ mpa hɔ a awerɛkyekere mpa bɔ adɔfo nyina pɔnti ɛnkyɛ na wohwehwɛ wo nsafoa ɔno kɔ a wayɛ ne ho ho ɔma sika a wontie obia wonim de ɛbɛto no a awieyɛ onipa bɛ na wieyɛ yɛamfa mfiri so ama wo a wode bɛkɔ aho saa kɔsi sɛ wobɛkɔ sieyɛ yɛmeka no menwieyɛ twerɛsɛm no a na wotiɛɛyɛ ade nyinam de nokorɛ na yɛdeɛyɛ fa wo sɛ yɛawo ato a menam ana wofieyɛ nyɛ ɔdɔ mmɔborɔ fa mpaebɔ wiase yɛmfa hwee ama yɛmfa hwee nkɔ ɛno a masika hotɔ so a na ne si ntɔ hɔ adeɛ nkyira nko a na yɛhwɛ Death when you're gone, that's right. Legacy is left and it viable. Intention string to so better to me yes she put to you did see yourself, but today's not permanent. Everybody's day will come. Police the president on judgment day. Produce your evidence in heaven. We all foreigners seeking residence. 2 days in life you can't predict. Don't you? The day you enter and the day you exit. You fit to go to buy my expensive dresses. That should be life will make you one of the excess. Big job, now I'm gonna cry if you like it, then I pour your century. Don't look down on the farm out in when she. Everybody that talks so they hear less. Even cowards are screaming, they're fearless. I be careless if you careful or careless. Live without a care in the world, that be the best. Yamini back when you see God. And fashion with boom, fashion back. Cause the kids today with no nice shoes to wear. Tomorrow just might be a
Yes, gentlemen, this time pause for a call. Save the date, save the date, save the dates that's happening. The Grenada Independence Planning Committee, in collaboration with the Office of the Consul General of Grenada in Canada, presents Grenada Independence Celebration Toronto, Canada, celebrating our Golden Jubilee. Schedule of events coming up: Thanksgiving service, February 7th, 3 p.m. at the Philadelphia Seventh-day Adventist Church, 65 Grand Marshall Drive, Scarborough, Ontario. On the 7th, flag raising ceremony, Toronto City Hall, 100 Queen Street West. Independence Gala, February 10th, 6 p.m. Parkway Manor, 55 Barber Green Road, Toronto. Showcase Grenada happening on February 18th, 1 p.m. Jamaica Cannon Center, 995 Arrow Road, North York, Ontario. Additional Jubilee event will be announced later. Please consider volunteering, sponsoring, or joining the GIPC team. Contact information 416-595-1347. Facebook.com, Grenada Independence Center, yeah. And Grenada Consulate.com, consulate.com. Info at GrenadaConsulate.com. That's where you get the information for that. All right, check it out. All right, I'll be posted on Gem FM page as well. So be mindful to check out Gem FM 24 hours of radio programming.
And if I'm foreign, time to lift me up, to protect the boy. Oh, and you rest your love, you bump. And if I'm foreign, time to lift me up, to protect the boy. I'm a man, I don't know how you love me. I break your heart, but see the way that you love me. I don't know anything I don't do I break your heart, but see the way that you love me. I know I don't deserve it. Your love is overwhelming, no. And it's a fight, for your love me, but great, no. I know I don't deserve it. Your love is overwhelming. It's a fight, your love me, but great, no. No, I my body, man, oh, yeah, matter. Maybe that's why they were. Yeah, fine on you. I'm a tank and be not a seven. You you said, oh, my Lord. When you show money, I'm papa. If you want them drinks, if you are not so many, I didn't drink. My enemies, you know me, God, oh, yeah, no, my son. Oh, now they don't care how I feel. You know, I go on my knees and I talk to you. Come in, yeah, no, papa, no, you. If you pay my body, man, no, get matter. Maybe that's why they were. Yeah, fine on you. I'm a tank and me, I'm a seven, you know.
patient. Everybody for the who take take care. The crowd power just showing up the waste. Three more to man I believe too. And manage your move about what them things do. I keep a diary for everything we've been through. And for pink contracts with feelings soon. You go see the rain soon. You go fall. I've been trying to correct my wrongs. We go get soon. We go fall. We go train down. You go fall.
What else? Ah, bah. Yeah, remember when they be and boo about fear. I hope a problem you never here. Or there was time for Jana Malia. Young Buamu,
No dilly dally when it comes to you. You've got him more than a friend. He'll be with you to the end. No need to worry because he got you. I'm gonna sing it again to make you come down. Feel like battery don't they run down. Stand strong, never back down. Cause we gonna make 'em to the final. Ooh, yeah.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, fam. I'm your host, the sheriff. Yours truly, John Kelly. Afrobeat on a Sunday night. Join us every Sunday night. From 8 o'clock until 12.
My shepherd. Me, I know they want nothing. He supplies my needs on a daily. I know people have nothing. Oh, road in my head. Oh, I did dream load. If you did listen to the song, oh, and you got to give God all the glory. Oh, from these races, in the body, contemplate. Jesus, not even. Oh, you're not gonna be everything I did, all by His grace. So whenever them ask you, tell them, say, oh, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Tell them I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Hey, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. So blessed. I'm blessed.
You will experience all these blessings. The towns and your fields will be blessed. The children and your crops will be blessed. The offspring of your herds and flock will be blessed. Your fruit basket and bread board will be blessed. Wherever you go,
Will
and
be
whatever
blessed.
you do, will be blessed.
God bless you. Make His face to shine on you. May the Lord keep you
Make sure to my mother.
and leave you.
Miss Joyce got it all the Paradise and Andrew.
Make you be like the tree
Good
of the
night, good morning, mother. Mr. Lorna, good afternoon to you. You know where you are.
When you go, you go see me.
Big sister Sherry and all in Montreal.
Be blessed. Everything you touch go turn to gold. Everything you do go prosper well. When you go, you go see the Lord. When you go, you go to be blessed. Everything you touch go turn to gold. If them ask you down and say, I'm blessed.
You can dwell on it.
I'm blessed.
You can dwell on the word of God.
Oh,
And be prosper, right? Everything is written for your benefit.
I'm blessed. I'm blessed. So blessed.
If you say, shut up now, shut up now. Shut it up. I'm better on hiding people. Afro. Yes. Check this one. Yeah. With Afro.
No reason to jump and shout and screaming. Even the quiet and singing. I know this I want I the best song. When I look back and see all the blessings you gave me, even when I know me, I thank you for your grace. I know that means for strength. But so much that I could be. But tonight I'm singing all that. In your eyes, all that. In your eyes, oh yeah, yeah. Oh no, shout maybe do somebody like where I didn't live so it's only right that I gotta give glory to the most high. So the jingle, so the jingle. So many times when I don't miss road, I don't miss God, I don't miss school. My GPS, I can follow you. So feel with the most I don't want me, I don't do. But now you're with me. Turn darkness into day, yeah. I know that you play your will, I will obey. Papa G, yeah. Even when I went astray, and I made all my mistakes, drowning in my sin of shame. But you came and set me free. All the blessings you give, even when I don't believe, I will lift my voice and sing, Ale, Ale, Ale. Ale, Ale, Ale. Oh, no, Ale, Ale, Ale. Shaka fin they give us up and cut. Back then for the street of Port Harcourt. We been looking what I drop up on. How do you bad yourself? Everything tell me why I go and lock up. I want to tell my story. I shouldn't see this story. I got to get the glory. I don't go be the glory. I remember that we never everything, everything is all gone. I remember, and I knew that what's the preference? Take a look at Don't ever like I see India. Anywhere where you think you know, say you're driving India. I know the pala for the paper. I said it for you, everything on the river. I just want to share my story. If you listen to the story, I used to tell you about it. Tell you about understand. I remember that day on the night. But the press. If my blessings like they get them all over. Pull up in the city, you go run over. Racing all night, we no cause the hangover. Do it the own one, I go take over. I get the grace when no do me funny. Sweet vibes, they be like honey. I get the beats way you passing money. I get the stance they be give me for the blessing shower me, jump, they run up. You got no bless no man, keep on test on that.
Blessing and favor just to follow up. Everything I touch just to double up. I get enemy, mama, no far wish. I tell me there, no need to shout I hear. Choppy guts got me, that's my confident move with angelic entourage like I'm president. Deep within me, it's God's resident. No room for bad energy, no excellence. I'm on the only time I do the running man. It's on the dance floor when I'm grooving, man. Cause all my body's already won. I'm a destiny, yeah, yes, I'm a true star.
You know, come here to be let me dance it to the drum and the bass. Show off your problem, cast off the ground. Lift up your head and tone it down. Remember that you're up from God, so touch on with me and let us praise the Lord. Lift up holy hands and praise the Lord. That's to the feet and praise the Lord. Give him thanks and reverence. The Lord praise the day and I keep his name on high. Lift up holy hands and praise the Lord. That's to the feet and praise the Lord. Give him thanks and reverence. The Lord praise the day and I lift him up high.
Yes, lift him up high. The time is now 12 o'clock. That's 12 a.m. And this is Dem FM. I'm your host, the sheriff. Yours truly, John Kelly. That's why I get to keep the chair to the ready to get out of here. See you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock right here on Dem FM. For those doing green at 8 o'clock. For America, 7 a.m. with Tex Manwaring, Olivet, and Miss McCall out of and Jesus Virgin Island. Yes, they'll be here tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock. So come on down and be part of this show every Sunday night. I'll be here with you. God's will. Join me next week Saturday, next week Friday night. Right here, 8 o'clock. Where we do this gospel Afro beat over again. We have one or two interviews chatting about things happening in Grenada for Grenada 50th anniversary incorporated with the Afro beat. All right, so join me next week Sunday night, 8 o'clock, right here on Gem FM. That's where everything Caribbean happening in Toronto. You'll be hearing right here for the 50th anniversary from the GIPC, the Grenadian Culture Association, Fireside Association, everything Grenada will be happening right here on Gem FM. Not for the Canada chapter of the NDC, but we'll be talking about that too and what they're doing coming up. So stay tuned. Next Saturday morning, we're having a special for you from 9 o'clock again, right here on Gem FM. And don't forget our 5th annual, yes, Red and White Affair happening at 9:25 on the 9th of December. It will be happening at 9:25 Western Road. $60 per ticket. Get a ticket, and the award ceremony commences at 7 o'clock. So dinner starting at 6. A few introduction, a few introducing of a couple of people and stuff like that will be happening at 5 o'clock. Starting 5 o'clock sharp. And the award ceremony and the dinner itself, prizes, surprises for you. Come on out. Guess who's gonna be there? Peter. Yeah, we'll be singing some songs for us. James will be performing among others. So come on out and be part of this celebration, right? It's the Gem FM 5th annual Christmas dinner and and award ceremony. We have always say title, but Gem FM Red and White Affair dinner and award ceremony happening on the 9th of December. Tickets are $60 online at Eventbrite. Check it out there. Get it at Ollars Kitchen, 477 Oakwood Avenue. Talking about Oakwood Avenue, 477 Ollars Kitchen. This Sunday coming, this Sunday, the 3rd, yes? We'll be having a brunch right there. This Sunday coming, that is the 3rd of December, yes? Gem FM and Ollars Kitchen combined, we have the dinner brunch right there. So come on, lots of stuff to eat, all right? Big and beautiful. We have it right here for you, with you. Come on down and join us as we marry these two organizations, the Gem FM and Ollars Kitchen together. We're having the brunch this Sunday coming up. You'll see more information, hear about it right here on Gem FM every day. All right. So stay tuned for more updates and more details of events happening around the city on the 9th and the 2nd. The New Life Worship Center is having their stuff as well. The Christmas dinner is $40 for that one. And Dress to Impress, they say Dress to Impress. Come on, my pastor is really fashionable too. She loves fashion. So he said Dress to Impress. So come on, $40 per ticket, getting good food. Good food. Trust me, the food will be great. All right, they always serve good food. All right, that's following mine on the 9th. That's Gem FM on, Gem FM Media, Genesis Magazine, and Gem FM Radio will be having their 5th annual Red and White Affair, right? Dinner and award ceremony happening, $60 per ticket. All right, good. That's the cheapest one. Chicken cheapest in the city. You can get a dinner and with all this stuff happening for $60. No way in the city right now. Everything is $75 and above. All right, so you want to come and have fun with us. Again, I encourage you to celebrate and support every other organization. All right, go there. On the 9th also, there's another stuff. We'll hear more about it. The GIPC will be having an event come up on the 9th as well. And there's other events, but they'll post them on my Facebook page. You'll see them. All right, so be nice. And tell them, go out and tell them about Gem FM. You're coming to the event that Gem FM has been promoting. All right, more love, more music, more fun. I'm out of here for. Have a wonderful, wonderful Monday morning. Don't scare up Mondays. Love Mondays. If you want it, give it to me. I'll take it. All right. Blessings. It has been a pleasing pleasure, as well as a privilege to be here with you every Sunday night. God bless you. Join me Saturday morning and Caribbean Connection from 9 until 12 o'clock, right here on Gem FM. The only gem on the FM. Yeah, the music continue at www.gemfm.ca. If you want to listen keep on checking out www.gemfm.ea.
And living with thee in them, the Christ of your people. Oh, Father, freedom to me. Burden us for a reason. Help us to walk in this deep. Lord, you take all. Lord, you move in. You are Jehovah. You're my everything. Yeah. We are your people. Lord, you take all. Been a while since I felt like this. Everything blessed. My season has turned around. God give me a brand new song. Never smile so much in my life. And I know it's in a bursting with pride. That's what He's done for me. I want the whole world to see. Cause I'm a testimony of what He can do. Oh, if He did it. God makes everything better. God makes everything better. God makes everything better. Something inside. Oh, it's been a while, but it's mine now. I'm flying now. But this joy, I feel like I'm flying now. My feet are made off the rush. You like and I'm loving it. Overflowing in my soul. I feel like the whole world, that I'm a testimony of what God can do. If He did it for me, I know He'll do it for you. God makes everything better. He makes everything better. Yahweh, oh Yahweh, you are the only one who can save me. Yahweh, my Yahweh, you are the only one who can save me. I was lost in sin, then I left my sin. The devil had me bound, but Lord, you came and you made me over. I'm a brand new creature. You are my savior. I never live for you. That's why I say Yahweh, oh Yahweh. You are the only one who can save me. Yahweh, my Yahweh. You are the only one who can change me. Yahweh, you are the only one who can save me. Yahweh, you are the only one who can change me. See, I was caught up and I messed up. Then I prayed and you came and you saved me. See, I was caught up and I messed up. Then I prayed and you saved me. You are the only, you are the only, you are the only, Lord, you are the only. You are the one that saved. You are the one that saved. You are the one that healed. You are the only Son. You are the only one. Yes, Yahweh. Oh, Yahweh. You are the only one who can save. Yahweh, my Yahweh, Jesus, I got your love, one in a billion. 5 billion, your love is that one to mine. It's 1 in a billion. 5 billion, your love is that one to mine.
I came from the low valley of darkness, far from the Father's love, just as I deserve. Yeah, he picked me up and pulled me from all of my dirt. Now I'm here to give him praise all of my days. Your love is one another. Your love is satisfying to find. It's one in a billion. Transform movement. Your love is satisfying to find. Second to none. Second to none. To none. To none. To none. To none. From the crown of my head to the sole of my feet, he's shining through me all right. I got nothing to lose. You could try to be superstars, but he is my friend. Your love is one in a billion. Quadruple billion. Your love is second to none. It's one in a billion. Oh, quadruple billion. Your love is second. By any means necessary, I fulfill my purpose. I keep the faith and go hard, no matter if the purpose. Oh, whoa, whoa, bad mind can't stop me shine. My God is all potent. But I know, I said my strength is renewed, because I'm a servant. I'm going all out, all out, all out for Jesus Christ. Yes, I'm going all out. All out, fast for a movement. Oh, yes. Uh-huh. Oh, wow, oh, wow. Oh, wow. The day I doing purpose, my enemies necessary. We don't fulfill my purpose. I keep the faith and go. No matter if the purpose. Oh, whoa, whoa. Bad mind can't stop me shine. My God is all potent. But I know, I said my strength is renewed, because I'm a servant. Yes, I'm going all out, all out, all out for Jesus Christ. Yes, I'm going all out, all out. I said I'm so loud for life, oh, all out, all out, all out for Jesus Christ. I take the gospel all out, all out. Yes, I'm so loud for life, oh. It's the source of my energy. I don't need no NSC. Devil wants me, my body in a cemetery. Yahweh rules my destiny. I'm about to make